I don't think it's
my racist month.
Oh my god.
See, so that's why we don't get invited back to this show.
Off to a hot start.
Honestly, I love that mysterious. I'm like the Playboy Cardi of this podcast. You know, I just pop up every now and again.
Yo, is this new
What's
rivals chat? What's going on?
Is this new rivals? New rivals back on Players' Choice?
Yeah.
Hey, yo, reboot. Back, baby.
They're gonna be so rattled when it's just three of us. We're just waiting on we're waiting on Ron, Dell, and Dub. Dub hasn't responded though yet.
Speaking of Players' Choice, I remember this chat was very mad at my Cam Thomas praise when he got drafted. So this is gonna be a very interesting
wait, get it off. Get it off. We don't
get
have
it off right now.
Yeah, we
Bro,
don't have it on the doc,
I
so
get it.
off.
You know, I use the forbidden name Kobe when comparing him. But look, Kobe was his favorite player growing up. He wears number 24. And I don't think it's bad to say that a player modeled his game and is inspired by and can one day become as great as, but maybe I'm just that too optimistic, you know. But Cam showed it last night, man. Like he has something in him that is just that James Harden never had.
My favorite take of yours on Players' Choice is the DeMar DeRozan comparing him to, or it's saying that
Michael Jordan. Yeah, and now
average as much as DeMar DeRozan, and DeMar DeRozan is averaging a lot of points. So it's not a bad take.
Bro, it sounds a little accurate now. I'm not gonna lie. DeMar has been on his MJ run, his wilt run.
That's so funny, bro. That found me.
That's crazy.
Dub in the building.
What's good, brother?
Are you in a warehouse?
I'm at the coffee shop, man.
Bro, Foot Locker.
No way.
Hey, the coffee shop is fire. That's
a
nice
fire.
location.
The man brought his headset and everything. That's fire, bro.
He's got the co-workers in the back.
I got my yes, sir. It's lit over here.
The denim jacket. I see you, dog.
I appreciate it. Nah, this is an old jacket, man. But here, guys, how y'all feeling?
Feeling good.
I feel like I just, you know, just had Christmas morning. I opened up a brand new PS5, the best games. I'm just feeling good, man. Feeling so good.
Good, bro.
Since while we're waiting for Dell, and since Ron just joined with his Players' Choice merch on, I'm rocking the beanie with the sweatshirt. Ron's got the casual sweatshirt. PlayersChoiceMerch.com. Check these Olympic rings beanies out. I got the white and the gray. Got the baby blue casual sweatshirt.
Oh, that's actually fire.
It is very fire.
Season 2 drop is insane. Do you read?
No, no, I do. I was working, bro.
I figured you didn't.
Players' Choice book club coming soon.
Ron, I need to remind you. I forgot to type this in the Telegram. You're gonna have to avoid turning your camera off mid-show 10 times. It's gonna screw up the scenes.
I got you.
So I'll be having to bounce up back and forth. Only because I'm doing something weird since Shaq is gone on the other computer.
I'll do my best to do that.
Thank you. Hello, chat. Hello, Twitch, YouTube. Hello, audio listeners who are listening to this an hour later. I was going to ask a question to everybody. Shoot.
Ask away, man.
I don't remember what it was now. Still waiting on Dell, though, chat. Yeah, damn, I forgot.
I have a question. Is Cam Thomas a top 5 rookie? Everyone? Yes, no? I think yes, obviously. Light out.
So is Dell gonna join or are we gonna?
Wow, you really don't want to answer that question? I feel like that's a pretty easy question.
Is Cameron Thomas the top 5 rookie? Light out. Say it.
He's good.
Oh man.
Are you talking?
Oh, man.
Are you talking about potential or are you talking about production? Because if it's production, then it's not. It's not the case at all.
You say that, but he has
he's
the
just in
most 20-point games out of all the rookies in the NBA. So
he's also just in a situation where he only gets time or more time when
injuries happen.
There's injuries, or
exactly.
They're getting
not anymore though.
Dumpstered.
All I'm saying,
bro earned a rotation spot.
If you want to say potential, I'm with you there, but you can't say he's a top 5 rookie of the year.
He's number 1 at 20-point games by rookies though.
How many games has he even played? 20 minutes.
A good amount, a good chunk.
A good amount. What? 15?
That's even more impressive. So he plays less minutes, but still has more 20-point games than every rookie in the NBA. That's
It
not
is
impressive.
How many
It is.
points though is he getting in like garbage time? That's
Not any, a lot in the beginning of the season, but now it's very impactful points. I
Mm.
promise you. I promise you. Now they're very impactful rotational minute points.
All right, so let's do this. So we got Josh Giddey, Mobley, Scotty Barnes, Cade Cunningham.
That's about it.
There were Duarte
Josh
from
Giddey.
Indiana.
Bro, Dorte ain't better than Cam. Stop it, Cap. He
You
just has a
mentioned
starting
Josh Giddey?
spot. Josh
Yo.
Giddey is good.
Jonathan Kuminga. You said Evan Mobley already.
Franz
Oh,
Wagner. I
Kuminga.
forgot about Franz Wagner.
Kuminga's not better than
Franz
Cam.
Wagner.
Wagner.
Yep.
Yo,
Franz is not
you're
better than Cam.
out of your mind
Fran-
if you don't think
Wag-
Kuminga's not better than Cam. Now look,
He just
this-
has an opportunity to be with what's his name out to show himself, and he's a
so
good
what
role
does Cam
player.
have with Kyrie out?
Cam has
Opportunity.
the eye of the beholder. He's a bucket getter like Kuminga will never be ever in his career.
Look, do you understand Kuminga has like superstar potential?
Size. Yeah, he's great. He's going to be a great forward. He's going to be very athletic. He's going to be fun in the the game.
Like Kuminga
can't
has
Cam, bro.
potential to be a top 10 player in the NBA.
So does Cam Thomas.
No, he doesn't.
Yes, he does.
He has.
If Kuminga does, then Cam 100% does.
Yo, you got to understand just the physical profiles of the two. Kuminga's 6'9", one of the most athletic players in the NBA already.
We've seen that flop up dozens of times, if not hundreds of times.
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie, Ron is really good. Like judging all of these rookies, Ron is like he really has the eye for it, bro. I remember going into
You know
the year, he
what?
said Scotty Barnes was that dude.
Since
I
you
had
say
that
that,
Scotty
I'm
Barnes
convinced
too.
now.
Scotty Barnes too.
Yeah, the Scotty Barnes call was.
If Dub says
Yo.
it, then you must be right 100% of the time. Nah, I'm
versus
not
the world.
convinced.
He
Cam
is.
Thomas is that
I've
guy.
seen it. I've seen it, bro.
I'm
To be
sure.
fair, to be fair, I'm gonna put my solo cape right here on. I
Thank you,
mean,
man.
Solo did call that Cam was gonna be, a stud in the beginning of the season. So I mean, he's showing it
And I was laughed
slowly.
at.
He was laughed at. I laughed at him.
But it's okay,
Nice.
man.
Solo
Cam
Cape.
is absolutely a bucket. He was a bucket in college.
Hold
Cam
on.
Cam was a bucket in high school.
Really?
Cam's been
Yeah.
a bucket this whole
In
time.
college.
Really quick, and then you guys can get back into it, but I have to
Mhm.
acknowledge this. 40 KOW coming through with 10 gifted subs. That is insane. Always supporting the show, bro. We appreciate it. Why we got that dude bottom left, he don't know nothing.
Yo, first I want to say this: that he a stud. He gives you 9 points a game. If you're box score watching on a rookie, you don't know ball. I'm just gonna say that right now. Box score watching on a rookie, you don't know ball. Don't even speak to me. If you're box score watching on a rookie,
But it's
watch
like I
these
said,
games.
his potential is there. It's just like we just can't call him top 5.
Yeah,
yet.
no, here's the
can.
thing is I think it's the opposite. I don't think when I think potential in rookies, I don't see that in Cam Thomas. I think he's closer to his peak than a lot of these other rookies are.
Mm.
He's
Because
reached
he's so
his
good,
physical-
you think this can't be his potential. 'cause he's
That's
so
not
good.
the case, Solo.
That's what it sounds like.
No, it's just like Cam has he's reached he's closer to his ceiling than a lot of these other guys are. A dude that's 6'8" and hasn't really even grown into his body. A guy like Jalen Green who hasn't even come close to reaching his physical capabilities. It's like Cam Thomas, like, yeah, he's skilled. He's very skilled compared to these other guys, but at some point their skill's gonna catch up to him.
Nah, the game's about getting a bucket, and Cam can do that better than everybody you've named.
Yeah, but it's a lot of guys that get buckets, but it's like, where does
Not
that
like Cam.
equate to?
Cam's a better scorer than Jalen. Cam's a better scorer than Cade. Cam's a better scorer than Kuminga, but that's obvious.
I would
Kuminga's
say-
Nah,
great.
Cade
These
is
players
different.
aren't bad.
I would
Cade
say-
is good, but Cade's not. If Cam was on the Pistons, he'd be averaging 25 right now.
Yeah, Shaq in the chat. That's fire. I will say, what was I going to say? God damn it.
You were gonna say something.
We were talking Jalen on the Houston Rockets. I'll say I might put him over him because he's been so inconsistent,
100%.
and I would probably prefer Cam Thomas over him. But that is very interesting, Ron, saying that we might be seeing him closer to his peak. I haven't watched enough of Cam Thomas, so I don't know. But
I've watched enough
that
for all
is
of us.
heat.
It's okay, man.
Really quick, I want to get to these Apple reviews because I feel like sometimes we forget, since our show is such a visual experience, we forget about the audio listeners. So I want to shout you guys out. We have 2 new reviews recently. I'm gonna read these. This first one's from Grande Jones. Big fan of the pod, even dub LOL. Keep doing y'all thing and keep them 3-hour pods coming. We don't like the short episodes. I listen to you guys daily at work. Even run it back from first episodes can really see the growth. Dell, I'm not a minion, but I'm in your delegation. I hope Dell heard that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dell heard that.
Okay. The second one's from Too Cool SB. This is titled The Best Podcast I Listen to. Amazing and insightful podcast. Amazing group of people diving deep into basketball, having all the uncomfortable conversations so you don't. They do all this with laughter and joy. And that camp comes from Spain. The first one was from the U.S. This second one's from Spain. So shout out to everybody listening on Spotify and Apple. Those were great reviews. And before we get more into the show, Ron,
What's up?
we posted the clip today.
What clip?
Have you received any DMs?
What clip you talking about?
You know what clip I'm talking.
Oh, me sending an open invitation to anybody who got $100.
Yes.
And look, check this out. $100 is kind of light. I'm actually being quite generous. I really need a band to come and pull up on you.
Ah.
But
That's
let me
fire.
see. Let me check my inbox.
Let me read some of these comments. These comments are quite hilarious, and I clicked on some of their profiles to see. Like, okay,
I saw your TikTok challenging anyone to a one-on-one game. Big
Yo,
homie Yayo. I don't know if I'm pulling up on you, dog.
Fun fact, I'm going to Seattle September 1st. So if I have to play JD or Ron, whoever's in that area.
Oh my God!
I would love.
I got my money on Light Out.
Yo,
I got my money on
I
Light Out
would
for sure.
love.
Shout out
to do
Dev
it.
Swanky. So this guy goes, "You not like that," and most of y'all still don't know ball. Dev Swanky goes, "Drop the location, bozo."
All right, well, check this out. Since JD brought you up, Dev Swanky, you number 1 on the list. All right.
No. Dev Swanky was the one who said, "Drop the location, bozo," to the guy. Sorry.
That's Swanky a real one.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought he was talking to Ron. I was
No,
like,
no. He
damn.
was responding to the guy who was saying, "You not like that," and most of y'all still don't know ball. So shout out Dev Swanky. That is hilarious. Let's see what else. There was a couple other ones in here. This guy goes, "Yeah, right. You won't beat me in no type of basketball." He left a couple comments, so I'm gonna assume that yeah, let's just not go there.
Don't worry, JD. I'll get around to it. You guys want to see some good entertainment? Go to that post and watch the comments.
It's so fire, bro. And it's hilarious because no one knows that you played pro ball. They just assume that you're just some guy talking shit.
That's how it always is. People just pull things out of thin air.
It's so fire. Oh my God. But there are some people dropping the location. They want the smoke, even if they might just be commenting and not actually DMing to look like they want this.
Ron, say it again for him.
Yeah,
I
say it.
will bust your ass.
Honestly, I have my money on the commenters.
Oh my.
All right, well, look, I'll collect a double paycheck. I'll take their money and I'll take your money.
You can
So,
side bet. I'm
you
ready.
in Florida, right?
No, I'm in Texas.
No, I'm
Pull
in
up.
Florida.
What part of Texas? Because
Austin,
I
baby.
frequent Dallas. Oh, yeah,
Central.
you right down the street.
The
Hey.
capital.
Call your cousin, your best friend, your
Yo,
uncle.
I'm just
whoever.
an investor, man. I'm too old to be
Alright.
competing with the young boys. I'm just an investor trying to make some money out here, dog.
Got you.
What? Hello, Dell.
This is the word, man. I'm trying to get these headphones together, but they ain't working.
Oh, you're good. How are you?
Can't complain.
Do you have anything to get off your chest before we dive in?
No, Shaq's not here, so
You know what I wanted to bring up was that the last episode that you missed, Shaq was bragging at the end of the episode that he won the episode.
right. I seen you wrote that in our chat, and I was I felt bad for you guys. That's basically what it went. Because if Shaq is talking so loudly and no one opposed to it, that means he had a dominant show.
Right.
Not one person said stop fronting. Nah, Dub didn't even clap back. So it was like, oh yeah.
Wait,
Yeah.
What are you talking about? What,
Yeah,
what
yo,
when
what
you're
were you
arguing
talking
with Shaq
about?
for 3 hours, you don't want to go to the chat and start arguing with Shaq too.
I do.
Like,
'Cause I
Wait,
know.
which one were you talking about?
The last episode.
The last episode
Um,
that Dell missed.
Was Dub there? Was Dub there?
Yeah, he was.
I was
yeah,
fighting.
Shaq-
I was fighting a lot at that time.
Yo,
Shaq said he dominated the episode.
Dub, the guy that keeps appearing in the background looks like he has that disguise where it's the glasses and the mustache.
Oh yeah, the glasses. Yeah.
Dub, tell him to come on camera. Tell him
Yo,
to say
Alex.
what's
After you done, come on camera. We gotta
Cameo,
see
little
something.
cameo.
Yeah.
Bro, y'all know what I'm talking about? I'm gonna try and pull it up.
Yes, the
Shaq ain't-
disguise.
Shaq ain't dominate nothing.
Glasses
Don't let
with
him lie to you.
mustache,
No, he didn't
disguise.
lie to me. He wrote it in the chat and no one said anything.
Here it is. Yo,
Oh, I didn't even see that.
this is what
Yeah.
it looks like. Give me 1 second. There we go, chat. That's what I'm talking about. I can't wait for him to come back. Shaq is traveling today, y'all. So Shaq will not be on this episode. Hopefully next episode though, and I don't even know when next episode's gonna be, but I'm assuming it's gonna be sometime next week. Let me make sure I got all my ducks in a row. Tell Dell I'm here. I'm ready for my roses. Shaq is in the chat.
Nah, it gotta be back and forth. No roses for Shaq through
Light out is 4 feet. Are you serious, bro?
Fire.
3'8".
Weirdly accurate.
3'8".
I'm 6'3", bro. Come on.
Yo,
Come on.
Yo, bro, stop adding 2 inches, dog.
I'm
You ain't
serious, bro.
slick. You ain't slick. dog.
Chat, if you are new to Player's Choice, New Rivals is in the building. We got Light Out
we are.
Sports. We got Poppy Solo. OGs already know who these guys are.
Can I speak on that real quick?
Yes, you can.
I know a lot of people in the chat thought we would fail. Joke's on you. Poppy Solo never gives up on shit. I'm persistent. Y'all are preying on my downfall. I already know it, but I'm here today and I'm stronger than ever. And I love you all.
Shout out, new rivals.
If
Who
you
was
are,
preying on your downfall?
You specifically.
Ooh.
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
you look at Dell with the phone down.
Well, what would be his downfall though? Like what?
Death probably, I guess. I don't know.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, what were you doing that people were preying on your downfall? That's what
Just
I'm
being
confused.
great.
It's just
Everything
Poppy Solo.
when I breathe is iconic.
Yeah.
If you
Oh.
Yeah, Solo is one of the most controversial.
There's only one thing
figures
I
on
don't
TikTok.
like about you is the headband.
I mean, that's very fair, but I'm not
That's it.
trying to attract you, so everything's cool. You feel me?
It's not about attraction though.
I'm sorry, I'm not cute enough for you, Dale. Okay,
It's
Can
not.
we
No,
move on?
no. Great posture.
I'm
Great
sorry, I
flow.
ain't your type, dog.
Know how to control the crowd. You got all that going for you. Then
You
gotta,
can't tell me the fro headband combo is not
No.
popping. You can't tell
I
me
get. No, I get where you're trying to
that.
go
It's the
with it.
colors.
No. It's just everything. I
It's the
get where
colors,
you're
ain't
trying to
it?
go
Be
with
honest,
it.
bro. I know how in our community we can be a little homophobic. We gotta get past that, though, bro.
No, never.
We gotta get
I'm
past that, dog. Love is
never.
love.
I see past that all the time. You know what's crazy? All my favorite colors are the colors of the homophobics. Those are my favorite colors.
no, not the homophobics.
LGBTQ, bro.
That. Those are my favorite colors. You know, I'm brighter accent. All the places.
So, what color headband would you wear if you were me?
None.
No headband?
It's
I'm trying to-
it's homosexuals, though, not homophobic.
Well, I'm just following
That's
his.
my brother.
What's the
stance.
difference?
We just-
Yo,
it's a little
what's up
back
with
and
your
forth.
They say you look like the disguise. You know that disguise mask that you buy at the store.
Yo, this show's about to go
This
crazy.
The
is
Walmart
more like
joint.
Tropic Thunder inspired.
I definitely see the Tropic Thunder. I see where you're
Exactly.
going.
Thank you.
Put it
man.
on,
Thank
Robbie.
you.
Hey, Solo.
Hey,
Yeah,
I'm
they won't
getting-
tell the difference.
I'm getting a crazy 70s vibe from you. Crazy.
I
The
appreciate
what
it,
he's
bro.
known
It's a
for.
gotta
fucking
come
year.
out a little more though. You gotta.
Oh,
let the flow
trust me,
bang a
bro.
little
Back in
more.
the day, my shit was boom. I hot combed it once, wasn't feeling it. So
Poppy Solo
I'ma keep it-
looks
I'ma
like
keep it
he's
out
Ben
here.
Wallace's son.
yeah, shout out Ben Wallace.
Ah,
All right.
right there, man.
Let's get started. If you're on YouTube, make sure you like the video, for the algorithm and all that jazz. Make sure you're subscribed. Turn that notifications on. There's a notification bell right next to the subscribe button. If you're on audio platforms, make sure you rate and review the podcast, et cetera, so on and so forth. Let's get started really quick. Grande Jones, ! Discord in the Twitch chat if you want the Discord link. Okay, we've got a lot on the docket for today. We are starting with, like we've been starting these last few shows, we're doing player versus player categories. So I'm going to give you the 2 players. I'm going to go in order. You're going to just give me the player's name. No need for a soliloquy. We're not going to debate it until we're done with the last category. I'm going to give you the categories really quick. We've got scoring bag, playmaking, defense, three-point shot, mid-range, finishing, handles, leadership, clutch gene, and playoffs. For the first round, I'll call on you. Second round, just make sure you remember who you follow, and you're just going to answer. We got DeMar DeRozan versus Paul George. We're going to start with light out. We're going to go light out Ron, Dell, Dub, Poppy, Solo.
Bet.
Any
Alright.
questions before we get started?
No.
Can I pick Cam Thomas at all?
Oh, my God. All right. DeMar DeRozan versus Paul George. Light out. Scoring.
I'm gonna give it a Paul.
Ron.
I think I'm gonna have to go with DeMar right now.
Dell.
Paul George.
Dub.
Paul George.
Solo.
Ooh, I'm gonna go with Paul George as well.
Playmaking.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go. Paul George.
Paul George.
It's on me.
Yep.
Mhm.
Paul George.
PG. 13.
Paul George.
Defense.
Paul George.
Paul George.
Paul George.
PG.
I'm gonna go PG as well.
Mid-range.
I'm gonna go with DeMar.
Easy. DeMar DeRozan.
DeMar.
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 Did I say 3-point?
No.
No.
You shouldn't even bring that up though.
LOL. We're doing it. Three.
Wow.
DeMar.
3-point shooting.
Paul George.
PG.
George Paul.
PG.
I'm gonna go PG. But has PG ever had back-to-back 3-point buzzer beaters? I don't think so. But I'm gonna go PG. Anyway.
Oh, my God. All right. Mid-range. Sorry, we
I
already
said-
did mid-range.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry. Finishing.
You know what? I'm gonna give it a DeMar.
Well, George tends to get a little soft around the hoop at times. I got DeMar DeRozan.
Paul George. Freak, y'all crazy.
Yeah. If I'm looking at like a prime PG, I'm going with PG.
Are we doing prime or okay?
I thought so. I thought it was just all
Um,
together.
I'm
Like,
yeah, it is.
gonna still do DeMar.
Handles.
Paul George.
PG
Ooh.
13.
Paul George.
PG.
I'll go PG as well.
Leadership.
I'll give that. Oh man, that's tough. I'm gonna give it to Damn. I'm gonna give it to Paul George still.
Going DeMar DeRozan.
What you said?
Leadership.
Oh, that's tough. It's freaking- it's either or. It's free. I would just give DeMar just because he's getting cooked on this. But it's either or for both of them.
I'm
I'm
going.
gonna go with DeMar too.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with double D as well.
Clutch gene.
I'm gonna go DeMar DeRozan.
This is tough.
It's close. Recency bias. DeMar.
Yeah. I'm gonna go DeMar as well.
Yeah, I got DeMar.
Double D.
Playoffs.
No, this is tough right here. This is a good one right here.
I think
I'm gonna
DeMar's
go.
underrated.
I'm gonna go Paul George.
DeMar DeRozan.
There. Oh, my bad.
Paul George.
Paul George.
I'm gonna go DeMar DeRozan as well.
All right, that's all the categories. You guys can debate
All
away.
right, wait, Ron and Solo, why do y'all pick DeMar in for playoffs? Just
Because the only reason he didn't go to the finals is because the greatest player of all time was in his conference.
And what
Well, he
about
also-
Paul George?
True. I mean, good point. But Paul George.
He went
I
to
feel
Game
like
7
he-
when
he
DeMar DeRozan
deferred.
couldn't even do that.
I feel like Paul George deferred quicker like in his career than DeMar. DeMar was always the best player on the
DeMar
court.
DeRozan was always questioned during the playoffs in Toronto, saying, "Oh, can he even play during the playoffs? Can he be the same caliber player during the playoffs?" Like that's something that's always been with DeMar. Is that we haven't seen it a lot recently because he's been in San Antonio, and he hasn't made the playoffs in San Antonio. So
Wait,
that's
2
why
years in San Antonio.
Yeah, I know, but with all that, people were like, "Oh, can Paul George play in the playoffs? Yada yada yada. He's choking and yada yada yada." But DeMar DeRozan was doing it before Paul George even showed, because in Indiana the man was balling. It was only that bubble year, and then the following year, although he played all right in the first round, he was balling against the Jazz and he was balling against the Suns. So I mean, I don't think it's a debate. I think Paul George clears DeMar.
Does
Because
DeMar
right
have any
now,
playoff P situations? I don't think so.
it was but again, that's a bubble situation.
Kind of though. He kind of basically said he could never be LeBron James. That's
Yes,
actually
but
worse than
Paul George's situation was just not playing well.
It was
in general.
disgusting. That
Yeah.
Utah Jazz series where Joe Ingles
Thank
took
you.
Paul George, put him on his lap, and spanked him all 4 games. That was nasty out of Paul.
Okay, that was nasty. That happened. But then you have DeMar, who's like, look at the best player. He basically like was submissive. Like it was. I'd never seen a player of that level say what he was saying about. That was gross. That was gross.
This is the PG. Gross. This is the DeMar DeRozan moment that really decides it for me. In 2018, that Cavs team was trash. That Cavs team did not belong to be in the finals. Toronto Raptors was a first seed team that year, and they should have.
They were the favorite.
They should have beaten that Cavs team, and they got swept. And the next round, guess who went to a game 7? A rookie Boston Celtics team with no Kyrie Irving. I'm not hearing that, bro. That's DeMar DeRozan's PG playoff P moment right there.
Yep.
Yeah, but it's against LeBron, not Joe Ingles.
Exactly.
Yeah, I know, but that team, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who was. It could have been Michael Jordan himself. It could have been LeBron James. It doesn't matter. The fact that the team itself, the Toronto Raptors squad, was by far like
they weren't better. They weren't better than that Cleveland team. They weren't.
Yes, they was.
What are you talking about?
Let's name starting lineup.
You guys overrate seeding.
Let's just name the starting lineup.
So in the LeBron squad,
George Hill versus Kyle Lowry, it's not that far off. It's not that far
off. Playing with me,
no, you guys sleep on George Hill. You guys absolutely sleep on
George Hill. George Hill is a playoff.
I'm talking. Look. I'm not just talking about stats. I'm talking about just production. George Hill on the defensive end is great. On the offensive end, he might not score as much as Kyle Lowry, but the way he moves the ball, he's a basketball player, a competent basketball player.
All of them are basketball players.
Let me.
I'm talking about
a good basketball player.
We're not doing that. It's not even close. It's not even close.
I don't think George Hill is as bad.
Who's a better? Okay, so let me ask you this.
We could give it to Kyle Lowry, but I'm saying
George Hill
is not terrible.
Ron.
Hill's a great basketball
player. No, I'm not saying he's terrible. Let me ask you this: Was George Hill running the show in Cleveland?
I mean, nobody was running the show except for LeBron.
Exactly. Kyle Lowry was doing that for Toronto.
Okay, no. Here's what I'm saying. We don't have to argue this. It's Kyle Lowry for sure. But I'm saying
1000%.
It's far off. It's far off.
It's far off.
I don't think it's that far.
Now let's go to 2 guard. Obviously DeMar DeRozan.
Yep.
Okay. And then after that, LeBron James.
Yeah, no, obviously.
And look, LeBron's good enough to take away the next 3, but LeBron James at the 4.
Kevin Love. But Kevin Love, and who was the power forward for the Raptors?
I want to say it was Pascal at that time, but that's a young Pascal.
I hope you know. I think Kevin Love was averaging. Kevin Love was averaging about 12 to 13 points throughout the whole playoffs.
Impact is more than
it's not box score watching.
That's what I was just saying about George Hill. He almost decapitated me.
Yo, Ron,
I got you, bro. Don't worry.
What you gotta understand about that Raptors roster? The following year, they just lost DeMar DeRozan and they won the chip.
Yep.
Yeah.
Ron, I'm about to go through the whole. I'm about to go through the whole roster.
Kawhi is, just a different type of breed.
I'm gonna go through.
And they also picked up Marc Gasol too. They also picked up Mark, and that was huge.
I'm gonna pick up the whole roster for you, bro. You got CJ Miles, you got OG Anunoby, Serge Ibaka, DeMar DeRozan, Kyle Lowry, Pascal Siakam, Fred VanVleet, DeLon Wright, Jonas Valanciunas, bro. There's no way in here. There's no way in hell you're gonna sit here and
Oh,
tell
and
me that
Jonas
Cavs
was
team.
tough too. Fact.
There's no way in hell
Here-
you're gonna sit here and tell me that team didn't belong beating the Cavs.
So here's the thing, and I'm not gonna say
Prime
that they
LeBron.
should
It's not even being the Cavs. They got swept, bro.
Yeah,
They
destroyed.
ain't making a competition.
Yo,
At all.
when a dude like LeBron James, who a lot of you guys consider is the best player ever,
Yep.
gets
Understandably
rolling,
so.
Exactly.
gets rolling, what do you do with him? And on top of that, you just named off the starting lineup. Who in that starting lineup can even come close to checking LeBron?
No,
The
I get
other-
you. I get you.
not
I
about
get you.
that.
It was
but-
it was a cake. It was a walk in the park for LeBron. He was
It
out there,
was.
that's
It was.
not-
But
he was out there
but-
with his kids pushing him on the swing.
But you know why
He
it was
was
why
down the
it was a
slide.
cakewalk for LeBron? Because DeMar DeRozan didn't show up. Like LeBron could be the greatest of all time, but the fact that they got this is the thing. I'm not saying that the Raptors should have undoubtedly won that series, but that series alone should have been competitive because
Right, it wasn't competitive.
it wasn't
Well, the
competitive at
game-
How do you
well, the
compete with one of
games
the
in
best runs of
Toronto
all
was
time?
To the wire.
Yeah,
Some of
yeah.
the games was to the wire, but the fact that it was 4-0 was kind of gross.
I think
Yeah.
wasn't they all to the wire? He hit that one game winner where he hit the floater.
Nah,
off
I
the
felt
glass.
like maybe a game in Cleveland or somewhere else. I think Cavs smacked them. I think Cavs got a couple of. I think got one double-digit win in there. I believe.
It goes to what Del said before. It's submissive that DeMar DeRozan and the Toronto Raptors just succumbed to LeBron James and who he was. They didn't have that dog mentality. Like, I don't care if I'm going up against LeBron James. I'm gonna show the hell out. Like, it's
Right.
just a different feeling, bro. Like, even before the season, even before the playoffs started, they were sitting here talking about, oh, I hope we don't see LeBron James. That's not really the attitude to have when you're going up against
just
a guy.
because people don't say that doesn't mean that they don't feel that.
Yeah,
People
They
understand
said
it
that.
That's
every
the
year
point.
about
You
LeBron.
could feel it.
You
could
don't
feel
say
that.
it. No, you're right. You don't
could.
say it.
You could though, but
I
to
respect
say
the
that is
honesty,
kind
man.
of gross. It's kind of gross.
No, it's extremely gross. But here's also
It's
another
kind of
thing.
it's kind of weird that you're defending that stings though. When
No,
when you get so mad at KD leaving OKC and going to the Warriors.
What? How does that situation?
Now
get
you're on your
compared to
own.
this
Now you're on your own. I
situation?
can't protect you now, bro. You're on your own now.
What? Where's the parallels in these situations?
It's simple. You said you could not say nothing and feel scared and saying the submissive. You're making it feel like it's okay for Toronto to
I
knowingly
never
feel
said it
that
was
way.
okay. I never said it was okay. I said
What you said
people
was-
feel that way about LeBron.
But you're
Yeah,
But
the
they
defending.
whole
won't
world
say
feels
it.
that
I'm not
way.
defending it. I was merely stating a fact that just be like
A
even
fact?
this year. Yeah, bro, people are scared of LeBron.
Yeah,
Oh,
I agree.
Maybe not today. They might not be as feared as he was back in 2018, back in 2014. But people are when they see LeBron against them on the other team in the playoffs, they're like, damn, shit.
Oh, so
We're
overall,
probably
and,
not gonna make it out of this.
and you guys might have already touched on this. Overall, who does everybody have? Paul George or DeMar DeRozan?
Paul George.
I have Paul George.
Oh, George.
I'm gonna say DeMar, and I'm gonna say this year even more. I feel like DeMar will be better in the playoffs than Paul George
And I want-
if he comes back.
I wanted to ask about that. So, Ron, Paul George or DeMar?
This is so tough, but I think I'm going with DeMar right now.
So, how much influence is this season right now influencing your guys' decision?
99%.
The only
Great question.
The
Great
only
question.
reason the only reason I got Paul George above DeMar is because I still remember his playoff runs of DeMar DeRozan. So if DeMar DeRozan shows out this year, then I have to make the argument. Yeah, maybe DeMar is better. As of right now, he hasn't shown it.
What if
We gotta
Paul
wait
George
till the
doesn't do
playoffs.
anything? So
Oh.
DeMar has to show up, but Paul George doesn't.
Paul George has proven before that
And-
he could play in the playoffs.
I'll preface this with, and everyone already knows this. Obviously, I'm a casual, but it feels like to me, Paul George's name has been ringing in the NBA for 10 plus years, whatever. DeMar DeRozan, we've been hearing about for 4. You're talking about DeMar DeRozan for
DeMar's
like
a 5
4 or
6-time
5
All-Star in the
years.
league. His
Nah,
name,
respect
his
to his
name,
peers.
his name is his name, but I don't think he's ever been better than Paul George. And I'm sorry. And this year he's playing OD well. I'm still not gonna say he's a better basketball player than Paul George. I just can't. He's not. Like I just don't.
And
He's
let's
not.
let's highlight something as well, bro. Like Paul George on that Pacers team, coming from Miami Heat team, I was afraid of the Pacers. I was scared. Every time we matched up against them, I was worried about us losing to them. Every single year, I did not want to see them. I did not want to see them. I don't think Cavs fan had that same feeling towards the Toronto Raptors. I just don't think so.
As
LeBron
someone from
told
Indiana, you were scared of absolutely nothing. So I'm gonna tell you that.
what
now.
Indiana.
I'm from Indiana. There was no love. The Pacers one was great, but no one really thought that they were the real deal. Even the Danny Granger era,
But when
That's
they
who
was
we're
they were a
talking
The
about.
solid
2K
team.
glitch.
when they was up against
Facts.
Miami, bro, I was nervous about us.
I'm
losing
sure you
to them.
were. I'm not arguing against that.
And
I'm just
it
saying
was
the Pacers
it
were
was
never
rightfully
that.
so. What?
They were
Nah, they
never
was
big
solid,
dogs.
bro.
They was
solid.
great.
They was solid.
Boy,
They
Hibbert
were
was an
solid,
all-star
very
at that time.
solid. Trust
George
me,
Hill was a
very
better
solid.
version of himself.
Yeah, I
George
agree.
Hibbert,
They're a good team,
Lance
but not a
Stevenson.
team where I'm like, damn, we're playing the Pacers this week. Like it's never.
No,
They-
he's
I
just
don't
saying
know.
the
They
playoff
were-
matchup versus Miami.
Yeah, I get it.
That was a tough team. All right. Moving along really quick. We already touched on this at the top of the show, but I got to show it. PlayersChoiceMerch.com. This is the white beanie that I'm wearing. Yeah, what I mean? All right. Let's get into some current news. Phoenix Suns. This is a great stat. Phoenix Suns are 36-0 in games when leading after the third quarter this season. Man, know how to close games. I said this, I think I was commenting on TikTok yesterday, back and forth with somebody about the Suns, and I said that I think they're the most cohesive team in the NBA. But thoughts on this 36-0 when leading after the third quarter this season? Anyone can take it away.
Can I go?
Yeah, go ahead.
Ron knows this. I said this in the beginning of the year that there's no reason to count the Suns out because they have a chip on their shoulder this year. Because a lot of people have been counting them out. A lot of people still count them out just because they made it to the finals against nothing but hurt teams, which I understand that. But now they're playing with an extra level of anger. They're playing with an extra level of aggression, which actually makes them a better team, bro. And honestly, if you look at this Phoenix Sun teams, they are a better version of themselves this year. And I just don't think it's time now for people to stop overlooking the Phoenix Suns and start considering them as championship contending teams.
I'm gonna rebuttal. This record is amazing, and what they're doing is amazing. But just like in the playoffs last season, there are a bunch of good teams going through injuries, and while the Suns will go deep in the playoffs, they still can't beat the Bucks. They won't beat the Nets while healthy, and they'll still have problems with teams like Memphis and Golden State. So I think what they're doing is great. I love Chris Paul, love D Book, love Aiden, love Mikal Bridges, but I just don't. I think they play with fire. I just don't see them winning the NBA Finals still.
I think they're the clear-cut favorite in the West.
Mhm.
Like to come
agree.
out
You
like
think the
I
Warriors?
don't. Yeah,
agree.
1,000%.
The Warriors
no,
or
like,
Suns?
I mean not the Warriors, the Suns. I think the Suns are the clear-cut favorites to come out the West, and I don't think it's a debate as of right now. The Warriors have been struggling. Obviously, the Memphis Grizzlies are a great squad, like they're fun to watch, but I still don't think that they have enough firepower to take down the Phoenix Suns. Right now, the Phoenix Suns are the clear-cut favorite. I don't see a team on par with them. They're in their own tier in the West.
Yo, light out. You said
Yo.
the Warriors are struggling. They got the second best record in the NBA.
Yeah, I know,
And
but
no Draymond.
they lost to Denver. They lost to
No Draymond.
the Knicks.
Denver.
I think
No
yeah,
Draymond.
well,
Knicks is in.
the Knicks,
that's
but
pretty
without
bad.
no Michael Porter Jr., no Jamal Murray. I mean, they're still
All right.
struggling. Steph Curry has been struggling this season a little bit as well. So it's like
Yeah.
with all that combination, putting Clay back in the mix, the rotation is still trying to be figured out. Until they figure that out, I don't have them as a favorite. So I got the Suns coming out.
That's if it's one team that I can count on to figure everything out just because they've already done it, it's the Warriors. I think
1,000%.
I think everything's gonna fall into place perfectly. Then they got other glue guys now that they to fill into place like Gary Payton Jr. What's his name solo? Jonathan Kuminga. They still got Iguodala.
Solid.
They got a lot of pieces over there.
Come play.
Andrew Wiggins. Now they technically got 4 All-Stars.
Yeah, forget regular season. Come playoffs, Warriors are going to be scary. But I
Can I
agree.
ask-
I think that the Suns look the scariest.
Can I ask Papi Solo something? You consider the Grizzlies more of a threat than the Suns?
100%. And, not for record reasons, obviously. I just think that team is playing with the fire you guys say the Suns are. That team is hungry. And while they are young and they don't have any playoff experience, I would be more afraid to go up against Memphis in the playoff series than I would the Suns. I think Chris Paul's getting surgery right now, and not to handle somebody for being injured, but we've seen this story hundreds of times. He was injured last season in the playoff run. They still beat the Lakers. They still went to the finals, but he wasn't playing healthy, and that could be a factor on why they lost. And if you're banking on Chris Paul through an entire playoff series, then good luck. Good luck.
Okay,
I
my
can't.
question
I
to you.
can't sign
No,
on to
that's
the.
not good
I
money.
can't sign on to the
What?
Grizzlies are more scary than the Suns,
That's
but
not
the
good money.
Grizzlies, nobody wants to see
What's,
the Grizzlies.
wait,
in the
what's
playoffs.
not
Nobody.
good money? Bro,
Betting on
stop
Chris
it.
Paul in the playoffs
Stop
is
it.
not
Exactly.
good.
It's not good money at all.
Hey, no,
stop
you
it.
know what? That's the original playoff P.
Let me tell you something. You're really gonna put your
That's the original AD, bruh.
you're really gonna put your
Uh,
faith in a team that number one hasn't even been to the playoffs yet,
Yes.
has no playoff experience. You don't even know what they're capable of. All you're basing this off of is regular season.
Grizzlies lost in the playoffs last year.
Oh yeah, they did.
Yeah,
They did.
thank you.
That's my bad. Thank you
They,
for that.
they
Thank you
beat
for that.
Steph in the play-in. That was pretty
Okay, that's-
incredible.
Well, I'm sorry,
Bro,
bro.
they beat Steph. They didn't beat
I'm
the Warriors.
sorry,
They
bro.
beat
The
Steph.
Phoenix.
That's
the
good.
Phoenix
It was the
Suns-
play-in game, one and done.
The Phoenix Suns the Phoenix Suns, I'm sorry, they're miles ahead of the Memphis Grizzlies, bro, in all cylinders. Maybe John Morant and Chris Paul, that's probably where they get the edge in. But look at the team on paper, look at how they play together, bro. It's not even a question, bro. The Suns are gonna beat them.
I think Memphis has the defense to make it tough for D-Book.
And the Suns don't have
match
the
up with
defense to
Ayton.
make it tough for John Morant.
Of course, I think no one has that defense doesn't even exist yet to make it tough for Ja the GOAT Morant. Ja should be in the MVP talk as well. I'm sure JD agrees with that, but you don't slow down John Morant. John Morant slows you down, my guy.
Literally
Come on,
watched
Yo,
John
stop
Morant go
it.
for
Stop
44 and 11 last night. And
John Morant is
But bro,
He's
playoff
insane.
defense, bro.
I mean, it
playoff
looks
defense is a
so
thing, bro.
easy.
Guard him, bro.
Yeah,
Please guard
it's-
him.
Yo, the jump is crazy because
stop.
John Morant had some of that last year, right? You'd see glimpses, but the consistency this year of him putting up 30 plus is ridiculous.
It's nuts.
All right. The Blazers have won 4 straight without Dame and CJ, beating the Lakers, Knicks, Bucks, and Grizz. Thoughts on the Blazers? After they kind of blew up this roster, they seem to just go on this run. It's nice to see the young talent step up and start winning some games. But Ron, let's start with you because the Blazers close to home for you. Thoughts on their recent success?
I was actually at 2 of those games. They were great games. And I'm just gonna say this. In the NBA, a lot of this gets overlooked because it's 82 games and teams just kind of go with the flow and just run up and down the court. But when you actually play defense and play as a team on the offensive end, things really change. And that's why playoff basketball is so much different than regular season basketball. But on top of that, Ant Simons, if you guys don't know about him, he's really a problem.
Averaging
And
36 and 3.
within
That's
the next year or two, I'll probably say in the next 2 years, he's going to be an all-star and he's going to be considered one of the better point guards in the league.
I mean, I can't rebuttal on that if he plays like this.
I'm a rebuttal. Probably not get your point, but I'm gonna say it's clear that Dame was holding this team back the whole time.
Oh
No,
my
I'm kidding.
God. Oh
I'm
my
kidding. I'm kidding. But I think this gives them insurance to be like, hey, let's make this move. Let's make this trade. I don't know if they're gonna do a sign and trade in the offseason, but Portland seems to be in good hands. People tried to write Simmons off when he tried to kiss the rim during the dunk contest last year. They thought, he was just for flair. But this boy can actually hoop, and I made a mistake of betting on his under a few too many times, and I'll never do that again. He's balling.
Yeah, no, I think there's a sign like the future of Portland looks good. And I think it's time just to trade Damian Lillard. I know Dame wants to stay. He wants to sign like a 2-year, $50 million per year deal or something like that. But I think it's right. If I'm Portland, it's time to rebuild, move Dame, put him in the destination he wants to go because he's done a lot for the franchise at Portland, and you go from there because right now the future looks bright in Portland.
Let my people go. DeMar DeRozan is averaging 38, 5 and 5 on 61% from 3-point range over the last 7 games. He's the first
Ridiculous.
Bull since Jordan to score 35 plus in 6 straight games. I have a follow-up question after this, but thoughts?
Has Paul George ever done this?
I was gonna say the same thing.
That's what I said.
OG.
After this season, we'll have this conversation again. But
No, he
shout out
never done it because he never played for the Bulls.
Good point.
Shout out to Solo. He called this before the season started.
I tried to tell you guys, DeMar and MJ neck and neck this whole time. Y'all wasn't hearing it, man.
Yo, Solo. This is very Shaq-ish. Don't.
if you're doing-
I'm trying to be this. I'm trying to have a mellow day. Let's not do this.
If DeMar DeRozan is doing this, just imagine what MJ would do.
So yeah, we talked about this at the beginning of the show. I said one of my favorite takes from Solo on Player's Choice was when he said Michael Jordan would probably average the same amount of points as DeMar DeRozan in. The take's not looking that bad.
With Dub's point, like, let's imagine what MJ would do. That's the problem with us humans. We imagine too much. Then our imagination takes control of the whole situation, and then we imagine MJ averaging 50. Chill with your imagination, bro. We're not children. We don't
I
have
never
imaginary
said 50.
friends.
Hold on.
I'm never
hold
saying
on,
you
hold
in
on.
particular.
See, this
I'm
is
talking about
Yeah,
the
I'm just gonna let
masses.
Dale get you. I'm gonna mute my mic.
no. I
What
don't
up,
know.
Dale?
No, it's nothing to get. I remember that was a good episode
Mhm.
when you were saying, first and foremost, when you said Jordan will average whatever DeMar DeRozan is average, that was a slight. That wasn't a big enough props. That was like you saying, that was you taking shots at DeMar DeRozan.
No,
I
it was
say-
not. It was it was right in the middle. It was right in the middle.
Oh, well, whatever you say. So the fact that everybody that says Jordan wouldn't be the same player this now, and what DeMar is doing, and everyone compare their game similar. The last 8 games averaging 30 something. People could be like, DeMar's not the scorer Michael Jordan is. And you compared their game similarly. So if someone could say, imagine, which we all do, you could definitely imagine what Michael Jordan would be doing if DeMar DeRozan is out there catching havoc this way with no 3-pointers.
You can imagine all you want. I'm never gonna stop you from imagining. Just take into consideration how
I don't want to take into consideration.
outlandish your imagination could be. We've all
That's
imagined
not
flying.
outlandish though.
We've all imagined being taller or
Because
faster.
you yourself didn't believe that DeMar DeRozan would be doing what DeMar DeRozan is doing right now.
I disagree. I think what he's doing is right on par. It's not number one in the MVP rankings.
It's
stat.
his best season of his whole entire
walking
career.
towards
That's great.
being first
You-
team All NBA.
You thought that was gonna
I-
happen?
I never said he was gonna suck. I mean,
No one said he was gonna suck, but he's walking towards possibly being first team All NBA.
yeah, and that's awesome. And he's always been a regular season merchant, and that's dope. But
He's never
you
been
know,
this merchant though. Ever.
Wait,
true.
so
This is
so
true.
so Del, how many points in your imagination will Michael score in this era? Right now.
We're going this again. Come on.
I would just like to know if the answers changed or anything. Like I just want to
No,
like
I believe
revisiting
Mike
that
could
episode.
average 38 points a game.
All right, so what DeMar's averaging?
Like I feel like he's averaged the last 8 games. I feel Mike
Yeah.
could average that on a season.
So you agree with me then
that what?
that Mike and DeMar will be right here, neck and neck.
No, this is 8 games. This is just 8 games. DeMar is not keeping this up.
Well, for these
At
8
all.
games, him and MJ, in my imagination, are duking it out right now.
That's
And they're
perfectly fine.
okay.
All right, without
All right.
being persuaded by media at all, do you have DeMar in the MVP race? Top 3, top 5? Is he leading the MVP race? Where do you have him? Light out.
I think he's top 3 for sure. I think we got players like Joel Embiid. Then after him, yeah, I'd say DeMar could be second right now. I wouldn't even lie. Giannis is in the conversation as well.
Ron?
I have Joel, Giannis, 1 and 2, however. But keep in mind, the Bulls are the number 1 team in the East.
Yep.
So with that being said, DeMar's case for that skyrockets. I got him number 3 right now, possibly even number 2.
Yeah, I'm with Ron.
Dub?
I think you could have that conversation. I mean, you got Joel, Jokic, Giannis, and then DeMar.
Better than
You
Jimmy
could have
Butler.
it. He ain't better than Jimmy Butler. You can have a better season than somebody. That won't mean you better play than
Didn't Jimmy
somebody
get
else.
swept last season, and that mattered for DeMar, right? But not for Jimmy.
What the hell are you talking about?
Earlier you said DeMar can't be better than PG. He got swept by LeBron. Well, I saw Jimmy get swept by Giannis.
What
but-
did Jimmy
but
do the year before?
Who cares? Last year he got
Why
swept.
why is it
Getting
who cares
swept
now?
to you was such a big deal. So let's keep our same energy. He
No,
got
I am
swept.
keeping
He
my
sucks.
same energy. Jimmy Butler proved that he
He
could
got
beat the
swept,
guy
he
that
sucked.
swept him. Jimmy Butler proved
Like
that
a
he could beat
kid.
Giannis. DeMar DeRozan hasn't proved that he
He
could beat
proved
Andrew
at one
LeBron.
point he could. Then he proved.
They
oh,
played 2
this
times.
is
What are you
different
talking
now.
about?
Wait, so Dub, I got a question. Dub, I got a question.
Wait. How many games did Giannis win while playing against Miami Heat
4.
this season?
Oh, this
Zero.
season.
Bro, I don't
Oh.
care about that. I'm
Zero.
talking about getting
Stop it.
swept. You
Stop
can't
it.
counter
Bro,
getting swept
stop it.
with a regular season
Stop it.
series.
I'm
Bro,
gonna
It
quote.
feels
I'm
the
gonna
same
quote.
way.
why you trying to negate what I just told you about?
I'm gonna
them
quote Dell right now,
over
and I'm gonna
last
say
year?
that
What are
the
you guys
regular season
talking
doesn't
about?
matter.
I'm just saying being
Mhm.
swept it holds a
I'm
lot
gonna
in your
tell you
opinion.
this. I'm gonna tell you this right now. Remember these words, bro.
Okay.
The Milwaukee Bucks do not want to see Miami Heat.
You're
They
crazy.
do not want to see this.
You're out of your
They
mind.
don't want to see.
They
The Heat don't want.
I
The Heat
respect
don't
it.
want
Out
to
of
see
your
the
mind.
Bulls. The Heat
I-
don't want to see the
I
Bulls.
would
The Heat
love
don't
that
want to see the
matchup.
Cavs.
Huh?
The Heat don't
But
want to see
Dub,
the
I got a
Cleveland
Dub. I got a
Cavaliers.
question.
Stop
Dub, I got a question. I got a question. Like obviously, we could somewhat agree that DeMar, as of right now, and Jimmy have at least on par in their careers, just on par.
No,
Yes,
I've
listen-
always said that. I
Yeah,
said
okay,
DeMar
okay,
probably
that-
had a better career.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, got you. Okay, as of right now, DeMar's balling out of his mind.
Mhm.
What does DeMar have to do for you? Because obviously you're a Jimmy stan. What does he have to do for DeMar DeRozan to be better than Jimmy? Like what for you he has to like he needs to do this for me to even consider me putting him over Jimmy.
I haven't really thought about it. I don't know. I mean, I guess Jimmy Butler will have to have a. It has to be a combination of Jimmy Butler playing terrible in the playoffs
Yep.
and DeMar DeRozan balling out. If that's the case, then yeah, I can't argue against that at all. But I
Alright.
don't think that's gonna happen.
So Jimmy has to play bad in order for this to happen, or
Jimmy-
DeMar just can't play.
Ain't
out of
that
his
crazy? Ain't that crazy, man?
Because
If they
because-
both are playing at a high level and they come into a series of each other and they're both playing at a high level, I would still have a hard time choosing between the two. I would still have a hard time.
But what
you
if what's
know- you know
clearly better
between
though?
Paul George, Jimmy Butler, and DeMar DeRozan, all three of them interchangeable. Like you can blindfold me, and I'll take. Any
I've
of
always
those three.
acknowledged that.
And no,
I've
but
always
here's
acknowledged that.
why. Because they've all went to the playoffs. They've all got swept. They've all went to the playoffs. They've all performed kind of under their expectations, but they all have balled out. And here's one comment with all of them. They've all went to the playoffs and they've all got drugged by LeBron James.
They ain't get
You
drugged.
can't-
Jimmy Butler's one of the
it's
few
Chicago.
players.
It's Chicago
Jimmy
days.
Butler-
They're
Okay, that's Chicago days, but
It
Jimmy
doesn't
Butler's
matter. It
one
was the
of the few players-
playoffs.
Jimmy
It was
Butler
the
is one of the
playoffs.
few
It
players
don't count,
to
bro.
sit
It
here.
don't count.
Jimmy Butler is one of the few players in his career to sit here and have a performance on par with LeBron James, and he did that twice.
So
Dub,
DeMar needs to go
Paul
to
George
Disney
ain't do
World.
that. DeMar DeRozan ain't do that. Disney
Dub,
World. Yo, you
Dub,
just hating, bro.
Dub, start
He did
bench
it in an
cut.
empty
Dub,
arena.
Dub,
What
start
does
bench
that
cut.
matter? They was all in the same environment.
TJ
It
Warren
was
averaged
all-
45
it
points
was
a
all
game in
the-
that
no,
bubble,
see,
bro.
that's not what we're not gonna do because then you have to discredit LeBron's ring. Then
I
you have
am.
to discredit all them guys.
I am.
Wow. All right, then you're consistent.
Yo,
I can't say nothing. to you,
Dub,
bro.
Thank you.
Dub, start bench cut, and then we'll move on. Start bench cut. We got DeRozan, Butler, and Paul George.
DeRozan,
wanna-
Butler, and Paul George. Jimmy
start
Butler,
bench.
Paul George, and DeMar DeRozan.
So you're cutting DeMar.
Yes.
Okay.
Ron, when you say drug, what do you mean? I just want to ask that question. You said Braun drubbed Jimmy in Chicago. What do you mean?
They got dealt with.
Like that they just won, that they won the game, that they won the series.
Yeah, I mean that Chicago series, I think it was 2015, 16, one of those years. They handled them pretty well. I think they probably beat them in 5.
They beat him in 5. What was Braun numbers?
Bro, that was 7 years ago. I
Yo,
can't remember.
got the
off
pop
top of my
quizzes
head.
coming
Hey,
out.
bro, I live in California. You know, my memory's
'Cause
deteriorate.
I remember that series, I believe, and I don't think no one played Braun better in a series than the defense Jimmy Butler played.
I'll give you that.
I want to
give you that.
believe Braun was average, like percentage wise, was way down on everything. The numbers, if you just look at numbers without percentage, like damn, Braun was like 38, whatever. But I feel like this is where you guys, all your numbers. I think Braun was like field goal, probably like low 40s, maybe. It was gross.
He shot 32% in game 4. I'm
You
going
can
through this
find-
list.
Wasn't that like his, iffy shooting era? though?
32%. He shot
hard.
40% in game 1.
It was bad. Jimmy was really like, if you just look at the points, rebound, they're like, damn, Braun was numbers.
He
People
shot
always want to see.
4% in game 2.
I mean, we know Jimmy's like that on defense, and I agree with Doug. Jimmy is one of the only people to counter LeBron's production in a playoff series. But also, Let's not forget it was one other guy too that was great at defending LeBron in the finals twice. Kawhi Leonard.
Kawhi Leonard, yeah, there you go. He's in that specific category. Think about that. Over Paul George. I'm looking through it right now. I'm seeing 30%, 40%.
Nah, it was gross.
I'm looking at it right now. Thank you, Del, for this, because this is amazing. Like, you guys are tripping, bro.
Godly said DeMar has better stats than Jimmy in the playoffs against LeBron. Please tell Dub this. Del, do you have DeMar DeRozan in the MVP race?
He'll get votes. I don't think he'll win it. He'll get votes. I have Ja Morant over him though.
Oh, where? So okay,
Can't
where?
be mad at that.
I would. He's probably, I'll say 5 right now, because Embiid, Giannis. I think Steph's still in there a little bit, even though he got a slump. Joker, maybe. Numbers are great, and then you have to put Ja there. So it's them 6 probably right now.
Solo.
I think Ja's for sure. I think Ja's higher than DeMar.
Wow.
I think so. Yeah.
Solo
got a better record.
I agree with Dale wholeheartedly. You have to put him up there, but I do think Ja is above. And it could be a combination of a lot of things, including his personality. He's just built.
And that's his flair is
spotlight.
different too. That's a fact.
Yeah. He's built for that. And I think the more the merrier. The more players playing at this level, the merrier. So it's also as competitive. But it's obviously there's still a tier under Giannis for me right now.
Fire. I'm not mad about that. We don't have
you
to.
think Giannis is the favorite?
Yes.
Over Embiid?
Yes.
Tough.
It could be because of his flop against the Celtics. Maybe I'm a little recency biased, but I think
was not even recency. That's like present bias.
that was like 2 hours ago.
Yeah, that was like 10 seconds ago.
But the fact that he's on the DPOY leader and the MVP leader, all of that around it is kind of giving me some Hakeem vibes. And I think that the NBA wants to make him the face. He's still young. I could see him winning DPOY and MVP simultaneously.
Hey, keep in mind though, I think they're the same age. Let's not forget, Joel Embiid's only 27.
True.
I forgot about.
I think Giannis is
26.
Like,
whoa.
Yeah, but I guess for me, Giannis's durability is what keeps him a tier over Embiid. It's nice to see Embiid doing his thing.
Wow.
But Giannis, watching his development without seeing him out for a year here, out for a year there, kind of makes his legacy to me have more of a foundation.
Damn, bro, I'm getting old, man. Dude,
to be
Giannis
honest,
is 27.
But to be honest, I think that's one of the things Philly did with Embiid. That's, of course, he gets nicked up, but it seemed like they knew what the hell they was doing.
100%. But Giannis also scored 50 in the finals and won an NBA championship. And we all know people love ring culture, so that's going to have him up there for a long time.
Speaking of Giannis, and we don't have to discuss too much of this, but recently dropped a 50-piece since the 1st of January. He's averaging 32, 11, and 6 on 35% on 3. You want it hot, right? James Harden admits Philly was his first choice over Brooklyn.
The one thing he didn't bring by was the licorice.
That's right.
The jerky.
I felt like I actually knew that last year when he left Houston, this was where he wanted to go. So that wasn't like a big surprise. I actually like how candid he was, more open in his interview. He didn't seem like he held anything back. He seemed like he was just speaking free, speak the truth. That was good too. But I felt like a lot of people feel like him and Embiid are a perfect match. I don't think they're as perfect. Of course, they'll work. I don't think they're as perfect as the world is thinking. Embiid is not a normal big man James Harden has played with.
He's an elite big man.
How much influence what do you think influences decision more? Wanting to play in Philly because of maybe the pieces, or because Daryl Morey?
Is Daryl Morey is the fact of his lifestyle of the Meek Mill, the baby, or the Ruben, all those stuff is what the party and all that stuff he wants to do. He knows he's gonna take his business on the court, but that comes with James. The thing with James that he saw right opportunity, because nothing he said was fake in Brooklyn. He wanted to be there at the time, saying this is where I want to be. It's just like when a domino falls, when KD get hurt, now he out there alone. I guess they caught him at the right time, because you remember when it was just him and KD, he was playing great basketball. They was first in the East. He was happy. You was not seeing none of the visual stuff. He's like, all right, I could push this out because we look like we're going in the right direction.
He was still kind of coasting though, bro, during that. This season with him and KD, he was still a bit coasting. KD had to close out a lot of games as KD
not coasting. He was having triple doubles. He was
now and again.
hooping.
He had 20 games under 40%. He was hooping last season for sure, but he had 20 games under 40% this season. He was way more inefficient. I think one of the worst shooting seasons of his career.
I could understand coasting as something you see. I can't see coasting as a visual based on percentage. You know what I'm saying? It's like you miss it. Like coach, when you put them two together, it's like he knows he's about to miss this shot. I don't think he does that. I think I
mean more effort than anything.
Yeah,
more effort.
Okay. Yeah,
I think cold-heartedly, I think James Harden's a bozo and Philadelphia.
It's gonna be good to see. It's gonna be a good. I hope they play each other in the playoffs.
I pray every morning. I want to speak on this.
I got Nets in 5.
Facts. I want to believe James. I really want to believe James. I want to believe this is where he wants to be. But people got to remember, he said the same thing when he came to Brooklyn.
That's what I'm saying.
Bring me to Brooklyn. Take me to Brooklyn. So it's hard for me to believe him. But I had to change your heart. I slept good last night, and I want to thank James Harden. Because if it wasn't for him throwing this tantrum and wanting to party with Meek Mill, we wouldn't have saw Cam Thomas become Cam Thomas last night, and this team wouldn't have the fire it has now that a James Harden-shaped black cloud has been lifted off of this team's shoulder. So at first I was mad at him, but now I'm happy he left because now our team is more complete.
I'm not going to diss James. I don't need Ben Simmons to come into Brooklyn to feel like he has to be a superstar.
Of course.
I feel Ben Simmons with Kyrie Irving and KD could be what he was in Philly, and that will help Brooklyn just enough.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you don't want to shoot, don't shoot. I don't care. But you could rebound and pass the ball and do all that stuff, and I'll be fine with that.
He has 5 teammates shooting over 40%. He don't got to shoot that one time.
You know what I'm saying? So be that. Don't, like, people showing clips of him making threes in the corner.
Yeah.
I don't want to see that.
I think it was faking. I think that was from last year in Philly. They just zoomed it up. Made it seem like Brooklyn.
You don't want to see that? What do you mean you don't want to see that?
I don't want to see that because it's like
because he knows who.
It's like I don't think Ben Simmons is gonna be shooting that much threes. Like Ben needs to be aggressive to the basket and find his players, which he could be solid at.
Yeah. I think Ben is actually gonna try to show out in Brooklyn. That's what I personally think.
That'd be the worst thing he could do. That'd be the worst thing he could do.
That's what I don't want him to do. I don't want him to
think that's what he's gonna
just be Ben.
I think Ben is that petty player that
playmaker Ben will show out. I think we'll see
He
15 assist games.
He could be playmaker Ben.
Draymond Ben.
In regards to what happened last year, I don't think it should really be a surprise that Philly was one of his main targets because that's who everybody was talking about in the beginning when he was going to get traded.
He didn't say one of though. He said this was the team. This was the only team I wanted to go to.
I thought that James Harden should have went to Philly as soon as he wanted to trade. I thought that was a great fit for him, honestly. So I don't think it's crazy. I don't think it's crazy for us to find out now. Oh yeah, that was his main destination when it was like that was one of the obvious places to go. Him going to Brooklyn was just like, okay, I'll go here, play with Kyrie and KD.
But y'all sound so casual about this, bro. We gave up Jarrett Allen and Karis LeVert for I figured he would go to Philly. Come on, bro. He should have went to Philly then. We gave up
because there was
so many picks for this dude.
There was
Daryl Morey didn't want to give away Ben at the time.
There was
Daryl wasn't even the GM yet, I think.
Nah, there was issues with the Houston and Philly front office. I forget what it is, but there was the main people who didn't want to pull that trigger for James Harden. So there was issues with that, which is why that happened. Like it is what it is. It happens. This was really James Harden's secondary pick, honestly. I don't think it should really be a surprise to everybody.
I'm not surprised, but there's a quote that's not on here. A quote of him saying he wanted to go somewhere where they wanted to win. Who other than Danny Green is on that team that has experience in winning? Like I feel like that's an excuse. You want to go chill. You want to go kick it. You probably have a nice little
the Sixers was always in the playoffs, man. They just never had that extra hump. That's all they need.
I agree, but also Kyrie and KD, one of the best playoff performers and closers ever.
Exactly.
And you say you want to go somewhere where they want to win. They don't have a winning culture. They haven't won a championship since the 80s.
Oh yeah, I agree. I agree with you that I think he should have stayed on the Nets because that would have been the best possible way for him to win a championship. So I didn't really like this move for James Harden at all because it just made it harder for himself to win a championship. So
I don't think James Harden was big on Steve Nash either, though.
I don't think James Harden was big on the Nets itself. I mean, can we go on to the next topic right here, JD? I really want to talk about this.
You want to talk about hating the offense in Brooklyn?
Yeah. That's why I said
let's do this.
So James Harden hated the offense in Brooklyn that KD and Steve Nash preferred. Go ahead, light up.
That's why I say he's a bozo. Cause like when James, first of all, like we said, that we established James Harden said he wanted to go to Philly first, but let's not forget that he said I wanted to be in Brooklyn. And with all that, like I feel like he just quit on a team so early. On a team that he could definitely win a championship with, just because Kyrie, the vaccination and KD's injured. I feel like he quit too early. He forced his way out again 2 consecutive seasons in a row, and I just feel like right now, if it's getting tough in the team that he's in, I wouldn't even be surprised if he leaves Philadelphia.
He's going to the Lakers next season, bro. I'm calling it right now.
So I mean, it's just.
Is he a free agent after this year?
Yeah, he is.
Yep.
Oh, because he didn't sign his contract.
He didn't sign. He's out.
Yeah.
James isn't turning that bag down though.
Yeah.
I think he got like 43 on the way.
Hopefully. So that I just don't like what James is.
I want to speak on that offense thing. Bro, look, James Harden ball has not won a ring. I get it. They took one of the best teams of all time, the furthest, but KD has played winning basketball. Kyrie has played winning basketball. And I'm sorry if the front office doesn't want to build the roster around James Harden. Does he want them to trade Cam for Bryn Forbes so he can sit in the corner all game? Like, this team needs to be built around KD because KD and Kyrie don't need all the space in the world to contribute. And then he went to a team that just shot 23% from 3. So what kind of ball they're playing over there that's so much better? We took their best shooter, and James needs shooters. So have fun passing the Thibault in the corner and him going 1 for 5. So it's just, I don't know. I think it's more lifestyle than it is actual basketball related, in my opinion.
Yeah, he doesn't want to win.
I will say, in the past, James Harden's style of play, isolation ball, what is it called? Usage rate heavy.
Yeah.
A lot of dribbling. That hasn't been conducive to winning. But James Harden has never played with a player that has the ability to take over a game and command the type of attention on defense that Joel Embiid has.
I get you.
Aside from the Nets, but clearly they were going through their turmoil.
Here's the thing: the whole trade, they got Seth, Drummond, and Ben Simmons. Not only James, for me, both teams won, but I feel like the Nets won even more. Like if there was like a tier, the Nets are like up here and Philly's up here because Philadelphia got finally a player that is substituting that Ben Simmons role. But not only did you give away, Seth and Drummond, the Nets needed a rebounder, and now you're giving the Nets another shooter that is Seth Curry. I think he's top 6 or top 5 in the
three. He's been spazzing last 2 games.
In 3-point percentage. So I think the Nets got so much better. So it doesn't matter what James Harden does in Philly. That the Nets are just gonna just coast the East and meet.
It's crazy to me because there was a report that he rolled his eyes when they drew up a last minute play for KD. He don't think Philly's gonna draw up every last minute play for Embiid.
Yo, that is the funniest hot goss story I've ever heard.
Yo, let me ask you a question.
Rolls his eyes.
Steve
Nash draws up.
You said that James Harden dominates the ball usage rate, and then you said after that he's never played with a player that draws the attention of like Embiid. So how can James Harden be that same player if he would be dominating the ball if he have a player like Embiid?
So here's what I was about to say. If he can adapt to Embiid and they can figure out how to play cohesively together.
If you can't adapt to playing with Kevin Durant, who needs the ball for split seconds to do his job, how could you try to? It's something easier he wants to do, a mental thing, because Embiid dominates on the block, he on the wing, he's trying his step back, he's doing whatever he's doing. And the thing is that's gonna hurt James he's looking at James. If James went to Philadelphia after his MVP year, he could walk in there and still be like, "This is me. I'm James Harden. This is my team."
Yeah,
Embiid could easily back off from that, like, "Yo, that's James Harden." But right now, Embiid is like, "Bro, we on the same par. Like, you coming to me."
Yeah.
And that's a different stance. You're walking into me now. You're coming into my era. This is my turf. And it's going to be a very difficult.
I wouldn't even say same par. Embiid is ahead of Harden right now.
Embiid said, and a lot of people say Embiid could be higher than Harden right now, which
so and
I
so
hear tough though. So
yeah, it's crazy. And I know I talk a lot of shit about James Harden, but James Harden's that guy for real.
No, he is that guy.
Disagree.
If he gets back to, and I agree with that too. But that's what I'm saying. If he can have a revelation like, "Hey, I really want to win, and I'm willing to sacrifice and do everything it takes to win."
All it's about.
Philadelphia is an issue because Tyrese Maxey, you guys sleep on him, but Tyrese Maxey has been balling this year. He's the reason why
I don't think no one sleep on him.
The thing is, having Harden takes the ball out of his hands too, and he's even ball dominant.
Well, see, here's the thing though. Tyrese Maxey can actually shoot. I know you said Matisse Thybulle, that was funny.
Little streaky.
But
For sure, streaky. 100% streaky.
Very streaky.
Tobias Harris too.
Streaky
again.
Streaky
and overpaid.
Streaky and overpaid. But as a third option, I'm not mad at Tyrese.
This roster seems like a deep playoff run roster to you. Tobias Harris, Danny Green, Korkmaz, bro. That's a roster to you.
I wouldn't be surprised if this team ends up being like Russell Westbrook and James Harden, where they was two ball dominant. You know what I'm talking about? Like two ball dominant players.
7 foot.
Wait. Let me ask y'all something, because y'all really think it's gonna take a hard time for James Harden and Joel Embiid to play together?
I don't think so.
I think
they'll play well. I just think in the playoffs,
I don't think it's
not going to be that great for them.
Why not?
I think we got Joel Embiid that's having an MVP season, and I think James Harden right now has a big ego.
You think James Harden could be a spot up for Embiid?
A spot up? What the hell are you talking about? A spot up?
When Embiid's on the block doing his thing, but being ball dominant as usual, playing at an MVP level, where's James Harden on the court?
Bro. If he's in the post doing his thing, of course James Harden's gonna allow that. But who's gonna run that offense? It's not Joel Embiid. Joel Embiid's not. He's running the offense.
Yeah, the offense is running through him.
He's bringing the ball up, creating plays for everybody, being the point guard of the team. Are you guys serious right now?
No, that's not. I disagree with
James Harden is a driving dish player.
James Harden
dish to.
James Harden is going to be that guy for the Philadelphia.
Let me ask you a question, though.
What are you talking
Who's running Philly offense right now?
I believe it was Tyrese Maxey and Seth Curry. They was the guys bringing the ball up.
So to you, who runs the offense is the person bringing up the ball?
No. Is it? Yeah. Is a difference from somebody running the offense and somebody being the offense. Joel Embiid is the offense, of course. But the people who are running the offense are the guys who's bringing the ball up, creating plays for everybody. They could run it. I'm not saying that they're better offensive players than Joel Embiid. No, but James Harden is going to take on that responsibility.
Your definition of running the offense is ridiculous. I don't like.
Yeah, I look at it. It's not that simple as whoever brings up the ball.
Yeah, because who's running the offense in Denver?
Because Tyboo, right?
Jokic, because he's creating plays for everybody else. What are you talking about?
Exactly, but he's not running down the ball.
I guess Derek Fisher is running the offense too with Kobe and Shaq. So
no, Jokic does bring up the ball.
He does. He brings it up a lot. He brings it up a lot.
So Embiid.
But it's a difference. If it's different because the level of playmaking that Jokic has is way different, and that's what the Nuggets use to their advantage. When you see Jokic, bro, you could see how he's creating plays for other guys. Joel Embiid.
Do you see pick and roll a lot with Embiid and Harden?
So talk about. So Seth Curry was running plays for Joel Embiid.
I'm saying Tyrese Maxey and Seth Curry, and occasionally, like, it was a team effort, bro. Honestly, James Harden is gonna be James Harden is gonna be the main guy for that team, controlling everything. He's gonna be the point guard of that team. Are you guys kidding me right now?
We're not saying he's not, Dub. You're not trying to understand. You're making your basis of whoever bring the ball up runs the offense, and we're like, no. Embiid's running that offense just simply because he's dominating the offense.
Bro, right plays.
Oh my God!
Like,
you run the offense through him, but at the end of the day, the guy who's going to be creating plays for that offense is going to be James Harden.
So let me ask you a question.
It's going to be James Harden.
You think Harden if this happened, Harden bringing up the ball up, passing it to the block, and be served Embiid surveying what's going on. You think Harden ran that offense, or
This
is
is-
Embiid
I
controlling
believe-
that set?
I believe this is what's gonna happen. I believe James Harden is gonna be able. Now he has a little more freedom to be James Harden, and
How? Okay,
Joel
yeah,
Embiid.
pause. How? Tell me, how does he have more freedom to be James Harden? Tell me that right there.
because now instead of him just having to, because on the Brooklyn Nets, I seen James Harden trying a lot of times, trying to work with the people around him, trying to play off the strengths of everybody else. I believe now James Harden feels as if he has more of a freedom to go ahead and be James
Bro,
Harden.
we
you feel
begged
me?
him to do that in Brooklyn.
But-
We begged him
but-
to do that.
but
You think
now-
it's more freedom to be James Harden with Kevin Durant than with Embiid when KD is standing in the corner, he can catch and shoot, and
No, it's
Embiid
a-
is more so on the
I'm
block
telling you,
or
this
on
is
the,
this
on
is
the
this is.
mid-post.
I mean, listen, if these reports about James Harden is true,
No, we're not talking reports. We're
I'm
talking
saying,
basketball. So now
I
can
am
talk.
talking basketball. I'm saying if these reports of James Harden are true and this is how he really feels, this
Yo.
is what I expect James Harden to come through
Dub.
when he's going to Philly, where it's literally going to be like a Kobe Shaq thing with Joel Embiid.
Oh,
and
I,
James
Never
Harden.
I
in
knew
life
it was
would it be
coming.
Kobe
No,
and
no.
Shaq.
I knew
No,
it
no,
was
Never
coming.
in
Don't you
life
dare do
would it
that.
be Kobe
No,
and
let me
Shaq.
ask you a question.
I
Let me
said
paint-
similar.
let me
similar.
paint
Where?
let me paint a
Similar.
scenario.
What?
Show me how is it similar. Where?
I'm saying
Where-
this, saying it will be similar
why
as
I'm gonna
in
say it's similar.
in
and I'm
James
not
Harden's
comparing
gonna be.
it.
Yeah, why
wait,
wouldn't it be like a? I
as
feel
in
like it
James
would be a
Harden-
Kobe
Yeah,
Shaq.
James
It's
Harden will be able
a
to
modern
surface
day
level.
version. A
Hold on,
modern
Ron,
day
hold on,
version.
Ron. Hold on, Ron. Because James Harden will able to. James Harden is one of the best scorers in the league, bro. I don't care what anybody says. He's still so he's gonna
Okay.
be able to do his thing at the
Not
same
this year.
at the same time. Joel Embiid doing his thing. It's gonna be like a 1A 1B situation.
That's
It's a pick your
nasty.
poison.
So LeBron and
No.
AD in 2020 were Shaq and Kobe.
LeBron and AD.
Yep.
No, because
That-
LeBron was playing.
Magic and Kareem.
LeBron was playing more like a. LeBron was playing way more like a point guard in that year. Way more. Like,
So you just said James Harden is going to be the point guard.
I think
feel
James
like
Harden's
you-
gonna be more of a scorer than a
You
point guard.
shouldn't compare Harden
You
to
just
Kobe
said
ever.
James Harden is going to be running the offense.
Yes, he's
Put
running the
everybody in
offense.
positions.
You know how James Harden is. He fucking does everything. He's a point guard. He's a scorer. He's everything, bro. That's who he is.
You're changing
Honestly.
your
Have
stance.
you watched
now.
James
But
Harden this
I
season?
think that James Harden will be more of a scorer.
I
On the
don't think it could be
76ers
a
than a
Shaq
point
and
guard.
Kobe because Shaq and Kobe ran in a system. It was, and that's what you guys are not
I'm
understanding.
not,
Yep.
but see, now you're
That's a
twisting my
good
words
point,
up.
Dale.
I'm not
That's a
saying,
good point.
but no, he's twisting my words up. I
Okay,
never
okay,
said.
the
I said
similarity.
it's gonna be similar. Similar.
Okay, it could, but you can find that anywhere. Like you find a guard scoring a lot and a big scoring a lot.
Jamal
and say
Murray and
Shaq
Jokic
Kobe,
or Kobe
if
and
that's
Shaq
the
now.
similarity you're going for.
Bro, it's
Here's
gonna
the
be-
difference,
listen,
though.
it's-
Here's the
it's
difference.
gonna
Hold up
be
right
great.
quick, Dub. Here's the difference. You guys consider James Harden the best shooting guard in the NBA, which at
Fine,
that
that's
time,
fine.
Kobe
Who's you
was
guys?
the best shooting guard in the NBA.
Okay,
Joel Embiid is considered the best big man in the NBA right now, or one
Okay.
of two.
You too.
Kobe and Shaq were the best at their positions at that time.
but
James
that's
Harden's not
more
the
so
best
all
shooting
I'm
guard in the
comparing
game.
to. I don't
Listen,
agree with
bro.
that either. I don't agree
Okay.
either, probably solo, but I'm
Okay.
just saying what a lot of people consider.
I don't
But
I
you
don't
got-
like that logic.
If that's the similarity that you're going for based on rankings, wow, okay, fine. But I know that's not what Dub meant. He meant on the basketball court is going to be similar. I'm not seeing that because they ran a triangle system where it was different for people to find their spots.
Yeah,
Doc Rivers is going to
And
put
Kobe
the ball
played
in James
defense.
Harden's hand, and Embiid's going to go try to run a pick and roll with James Harden, right?
yeah.
That pick and roll is not going to work as much people think. Most bigs that flourish with James Harden are the Clint
Oh, roll.
Capellas.
Embiid's
not
not
even
even
a
a roller.
Roll to the
The-
hoop.
the
Embiid
throw
don't even
alley-oop.
roll.
Embiid is popping mid-range and just doing the same thing, getting the ball one-on-one action. James Harden will look his best. James Harden, Rocket James Harden, that's what I call it, when Embiid is on the bench and they have
Yep.
like a Paul Reed in
Yep.
the game at the 5.
Yep.
But
Let me-
that's also why losing Drummond was so huge. Because
Yep,
Embiid and
agreed.
Wait,
Drummond
hold
would
up.
be nasty. Or not
Let me-
Embiid, James Harden.
19
Let me
boards
ask y'all
last
this.
night.
Let me ask y'all this. Clint Capella got paid while playing with James Harden.
Yep.
Dwight Howard,
Prime James
when-
Harden.
when Dwight Howard and James Harden was together, Dwight Howard was still putting up good numbers with James
Yep.
Harden. So what are you talking about?
Because
But, bro,
because
Oh,
Dwight
shit,
Howard.
Rockets,
hold on,
James
hold on.
Harden.
Listen, you
Come
weren't here when
on,
we
dog.
said those
Like, what do
players you named are rolling to the basket. None of them dominates the ball offensively like Joel Embiid. None of them,
Yeah.
not even close.
And you really
even
don't think that there'll be a way to adjust that and work around each other? You really don't think that?
If
that
This
James
is
Harden
my
takes a step
full
back,
dominance?
Listen. This is my thing in saying it has to be a James Harden mental, no one else. Because James Harden said he wants to play free flow and he wants to have the basketball. With a Joel Embiid, he has to have the basketball. He has to take up space.
And it's like what I said. I just believe he would have that mental to do so. You don't
I
know.
thought he would
You
have.
got a
think
lot
he
of faith
would.
in a man who quit mid-season, bro.
Because it's all about where he wants to be. And if this is the place where he wants to be, I believe we will see the best
I have
version
more
of James
faith in a
Harden.
dude who said, "Let me die out there." That's the kind of people I want playing on my team. Let me play 40 minutes a night. I don't care if it's with rookies. Katie took them rookies and beat Philly with that team.
Wait,
But
Dub, can I ask you one
James Harden-
question real quick? Or a
Yes.
scenario? I just want to. Okay, so who's running the offense in this scenario? Let's say Dell, the professional basketball player, Delroy, got signed by the Philadelphia 76ers, okay?
Uh-huh.
He dribbles down the ball and he passes the ball to Joel Embiid. Did Dell create the Did he run the offense right there?
Bro.
So if Dell got the ball
now you're
and he
switching
passed it to
it.
Joel,
Now you're switching it
who
because that's
ran
not
the
what I'm
offense?
saying. Now you're naming one scenario and that's not what I'm saying at all.
That's the
And
Sixers offense, though.
in that particular play, that's you running the offense through Joel Embiid. But as in the people who are creating plays for others, I'm sorry, Joel Embiid, the majority of the time, he's not the main guy creating plays for others. The guy who's creating plays for others, those are the guys who's running the offense.
All right, so what you're saying is Embiid has to be PJ Tucker 2.0 for this to work.
PJ Tucker 2.0.
All right,
What?
let's get off this.
Sit in the corner while James dribble for 15 seconds.
Bro, I
drive
Moving
and
on,
dish.
moving on, moving
Never
on.
said that.
Moving on. Anthony Davis suffered a
nasty.
right ankle injury last night. Will we ever see a healthy AD for an extended amount of time?
At this point, no, bro. It sucks, dude. I watched that and I literally a tear went down my eye because I love AD, bro. He's probably arguably my favorite player, and the fact that this man is always getting injured, there's always something wrong with AD, bro. It's just, it's sad. It's really sad because he's been balling. Well, minus the last couple games, but he's been balling when he came back. But the fact that he's been, trying to get adjusted with the squad and all that stuff, and he gets injured and he's about to miss like 4 to 6 weeks or something like that, it's ridiculous.
Yo, Dub hitting us with the weekend Super Bowl performance is insane. Oh,
That's very funny.
AD thoughts, Ron.
It's kind of sad actually. I'm like, I don't even want to talk any crap or say anything like sarcastic or anything. It's actually at this point it's kind of sad. Like I really I hope he's okay because like it just keeps happening and it's like AD, we really just want to see you ball. Like aside from everything, aside from whether he was playing up to his expectations or not, I really would rather just see him on the court.
I never want to be the one to be like, this player is going to be injured forever. Like, I hate that mindset. I want to see him win, just not against my team. And I want him to see him have a successful career. It's just tough, man. It's very tough. The Lakers really need AD to be that guy for them to be successful. And that just hasn't been the case this season.
And believe it or not, light out, I stand with you. I still actually believe the Lakers I like their chances in the playoffs.
I did, but after yesterday, I don't know, man.
If AD is healthy, and that's the biggest if in the world. It's just crazy.
Can we stop talking about the Lakers? I'm so serious. I'm so done. They're done. They're not winning a championship. They're done.
I didn't say championship. I just said I believe that they can compete.
They could compete all they want, bro. They're not, bro. They're done. This year, put in a stamp. You're done.
So here's my question. You got a healthy Lakers, right? AD healthy for all 7 games. LeBron obviously doing what he does, and everybody else doing what they do. Do you really think that the Memphis Grizzlies can beat the Lakers?
No, but I think the Phoenix Suns could sweep them.
Let me tell you why. Let me tell you why. And this goes to my point with the Miami Heat last year. When you have a new collection of guys, or even if you have the same collection of guys, but it's more important when you have a new collection of guys, it's important to get that time and playing with each other and knowing, getting the flow of the offense and understanding the ins and outs of how to work with each other. They don't have the time. They don't have the time to do that. If they get healthy a month later from now, all of them healthy at the same time, I still don't think they're going to win at all.
All right, question.
I don't know.
You can't.
LeBron and AD is just so top heavy. I don't know.
And it's like I said, like I stay consistent, bro. They haven't put in the time to learn each other and to learn the ins and outs, honestly. It's a different story for KD, Kyrie, and James Harden, though.
See,
It's a completely different story.
All right. Is Draymond Green the most underappreciated man in all of basketball?
In NBA history.
I think
NBA history.
I think Draymond right now is finally getting the recognition. Like, oh damn, the Warriors are actually struggling because Draymond is not there. So yeah,
Too late now.
He's getting very underappreciated, and it's showing in Golden State.
I've called him the most important Golden State Warrior for years now. Of course, Steph is the better, and Clay is, better offensively. But the way I've never seen a player who's so, offensively, bad recently that can still contribute on the court. Like, people say, what is Ben Simmons going to do on offense? It's and the question. The answer for me is hopefully he offensive rebounds like Draymond does when he's on the court. So I just think Draymond showed you can be undersized, you can have the ugliest jump shot in the world, but as long as you have IQ and you study the game, you can make a huge impact. It might not be in the box score, it might be averaging 7, 7, and 7, but that showed me that box scores lie. Draymond is very underappreciated. And without him, if he's not healthy, the Warriors stand no chance in the playoffs.
Del, thoughts?
Yeah, I think he's underappreciated for sure. Most, I don't. This is the thing. You can't say most because you always got to understand if Draymond and Clay is healthy and Steph not there, then what would we be saying?
Well, we haven't seen that yet.
Right. So this is what I'm saying. So like for right now, I guess we could say Draymond, but it won't. Basically, what I'm saying is, if I had to choose out of Steph or Clay, who I would rather probably go down, it would probably still be Draymond, because, like, let's take last name game into instance. The Warriors was up. What's the name? Came back, and then the Warriors lost. Just play the same way you was playing when you got up. It wasn't because Draymond wasn't here. You guys lost last night. It's some stuff you guys did that was on the court that did that on your own. Of course, Draymond could have helped
There
a
were
little
lost puppies
tweak.
out there, man.
You know what I'm saying?
They need
Tweak a
guidance
little
from
here.
Draymond.
Yeah, like tweak a little here and there. But what I'm saying is he unappreciated for sure. But you never have to fully. Well, Clay was out last year, and I think Steph hurt his wrist the year before when it was just Draymond, and then they end up being what? Was he unappreciated that year? When
Yo,
Clay and
look,
Steph
Dale,
wasn't
you
there?
have a point, but whether Steph and Clay without Draymond would make it further than Draymond without Steph, both those teams aren't winning the NBA Finals, and isn't that all that matters?
Oh no, right. So all I'm saying is you got an argument for both sides, and that's all.
Yeah.
Like,
Malik Jake said Draymond shoots like he has a backpack on.
absolutely.
I would like to say, I don't really think he's underappreciated or overappreciated. What? What? No, my bad. I thought he said something. Yeah, pause. I would like to say that I don't think that Draymond's underappreciated or overappreciated. I think everybody knows the caliber in which he is. They know how important he is to that team. I think this just kind of just reassures it's like, yeah, Draymond's really important to the team. But I think everybody viewed Draymond in this light. I think everybody viewed Draymond.
No, I don't think so.
You really don't think so? I thought
Nope.
everybody viewed him as like, yo, he's really one of the most important.
Last year,
last year,
the praise was only going on Steph Curry. Last year, it was the Steph Curry show.
He did it by himself. Steph
he
had no
deserved it.
help.
Huh?
He deserved it.
No, I get you. But none of it was like, well, let's give some praise to Draymond for finding Steph Curry.
Playing with a decoy candidate kind of
like,
helps a little bit.
It's just.
That's so funny. That's so funny because I remember last year I was telling you how the issue with the Warriors last year wasn't the fact like they wasn't a bad team last year. They wasn't bums. They could play defense. They just had no reliable scores on that team. Steph Curry carried that load for them. And that's why Steph Curry got all of that recognition.
I got you.
In my mind, I seen it as a nod. The team could play defense. They just couldn't score, and Steph carried that
But
load.
majority of Steph's success during last year was because of Draymond. Like, I mean, I'm not saying that Steph can't get his own bucket because that's not what I'm trying to say at all. But what I'm trying to say is that he makes Steph and Clay's job a lot easier when he's on the court. And that's something that happened. That happened last year where Steph was getting at least 4 to 5 wide open threes just because of Draymond's playmaking ability.
No, but then you
Off
also,
that.
but you could also counteract that and saying Draymond being on court without Klay Thompson hurts Steph Curry because now teams could literally just was it? It's a box like they put 5 or 4 guys on this guy because there's no other scoring options but
But
him.
Dub,
That
you're only
hurts.
arguing
That
that they
hurts
both
Steph
are
Curry as
important.
well. They
All
are
you-
both important.
yeah.
They are, but Draymond's more important to the defensive side of everything, not really the offensive
okay,
side. He takes some
Dub,
of the.
who runs the offense?
No. And this is why
Thank you, Ron.
Draymond is, and I have another player that's tied with him. I'll get to him second. On the offensive end, without Draymond, that well-oiled machine isn't as well-oiled. I'm not saying the
Facts.
splash bros aren't
It's
still
leaky.
splash bros, but it's literally a clip of Draymond, and it happens all the time. Draymond will pass Steph Curry open. Steph won't even realize he's open until the ball gets in his hand and be like, "Oh, well, thanks, Draymond." Splash. You know, same thing with Klay too. And you don't find a player that's as unselfish as Draymond. He's a selfless passer, doesn't look to score. The whole time he's out there setting screens and passing the whole time.
Got you. So, Poppy, to answer your question on is Draymond Green, LeBron, to answer your question, that bar for the offense is here. Without Draymond, it probably gets here. With just Steph and Klay, it's
But do
right
you understand, like how Bama says, the talent gap level? Do you understand that little gap right there is what separates a great offense from an all-time offense?
And yes, I'm not disagreeing. I'm not disagreeing at all.
Plus the playmaking's up here with him on the court.
That's from 50 wins to 72 wins. The best record we've all seen.
I'm not gonna say 70 to 50, maybe 60 wins, but
without
offense,
Draymond
listen,
that year,
bro,
they don't win 72 games. They don't break that record.
The offensive drop off without Draymond Green is probably here. The defensive drop off is probably here to here. That's where he makes most of his money, and that's what truly impacts them. Him being able to play make him being able to play make is kind of like, all right, Steph, let me make it show that you could do what you do best, which is score the damn basketball. Klay, let me do it so I can get you to do what you do best, which is spot up, shoot, hit threes. But Steph Curry has a level of playmaking himself. Klay Thompson has a level of playmaking himself. They
Draymond's level.
All right, let's move on.
Not Draymond's level.
Steph Curry. So you go say and tell me that Draymond's a better playmaker than Steph Curry?
The offense runs through him.
Okay.
All right,
that's the definition of running an offense.
Let's get into some All-Star Weekend predictions. I'm going to go through each of these contests, and you're going to just give me the name of who you think will win. I'll give you the participants so you know if you didn't. So let's start with the dunk contest. We have Cole Anthony, Jalen Green, Obi Toppin, and Juan Toscano Anderson. Light out, we're going to start with you. Who's winning the dunk contest?
Can you say Juan's name one more time?
Bro, I don't know how to say it.
I got Jalen Green. I believe in Jalen.
Ron?
Jay.
Dell?
Jay.
Cole Anthony.
Dub?
I'll go with Obi Toppin.
Solo?
Man, I'm tired of Dell taking my takes every time. Underrated pick in out of the choices. Cole Anthony about to show out.
3-point contest. CJ McCollum, Trae Young, Zach Lavine, Desmond Bain, Kat Van Vliet, Luke Kennard, Patty Mills. Light out.
Patty Mills.
Ron.
I got Desmond Bain.
Good one.
Dell.
Say it again, please.
Yep. CJ McCollum, Trae Young, Zach Lavine, Desmond Bain, Kat, Fred Van Vliet, Luke Kennard, Patty Mills.
I'm gonna go Fred.
Dub.
Let me get Trae Young.
Solo. You taking Mills?
No, Mills was already picked, so I'm gonna go out on a limb and pick my second choice, and that's Karl Anthony Towns.
I'm taking Zach Lavine.
I like it.
Buckets.
Skills competition. We have. Whoa, I haven't seen this. So they have Team Rooks, Team Cavs, Team Antetokounmpos?
The brothers.
Very interesting.
What?
Interesting. Okay, so the Rooks team, we got Cade Cunningham, Josh Giddey, Scotty Barnes. Cavs, we got Garland, Jared Allen, Evan Mobley. Antetokounmpos, Giannis, Thanasis, and Alex. Who do you got light out?
I got the Acumpos.
Ron.
I got the rookies by a landslide. Those are all skilled players and they're all guards. Everybody else got big men like Jared Allen and the other Antetokounmpo brothers. I got the Rooks.
Dell.
I'll go with the Rooks just cause.
Dub.
Yeah, I'm gonna stick with the Rooks. I don't think it would be fair.
Yep.
My bad. I'm gonna go with the Rooks as well. I think it's gonna be funny watching Giannis's brothers sell him throughout the whole competition. I think Giddey will be the deciding factor in that. I think the rookies would dominate.
Rising Stars team. What team do you think is best? I'll give you the rosters here. We got Team Rick Barry as the coach. Team Barry, Cade Cunningham, Dyson Daniels, Evan Mobley, Isaac Okoro, Alperen Sengun. Bro, I don't know how to say that.
He's pretty good.
Jayston Tate, Franz Wagner. Team Peyton, LaMelo Ball, Scotty Barnes, Ayo Dosunmu. Chris Duarte, Scoot Henderson, Jaden McDaniels, Davion Mitchell. Team Isaiah, Precious Achua, Desmond Bain, Sadiq Bey, Anthony Edwards, Tyrese Halliburton, Jaden Hardy, Isaiah Stewart. In Team Worthy, last but not least, Cole Anthony, Marjon Beauchamp, Josh Giddey, Jalen Green, Herbert Jones, Tyrese Maxey, and Jalen Suggs. Light out, who do you think is the best team in those four?
Just off the names and what can I remember, I like LaMelo squad the most.
Jay Gideon said Jonathan Kuminga is replacing Chris Duarte.
Oh, he is.
And Bones,
sure
my young boy Bones
Bones
Highland is in it too. He
Yeah,
got
Bones in.
he got it today.
He shouldn't have gotten over Cam, but it's okay.
Ron, who you got?
I got the team with I got Isaiah Thomas's team. They literally have everybody that's on that team has either started a majority of their career or they have they play a heavy amount of minutes. Tyrese Halliburton, he's a star in the making. Desmond Bain's one of the best shooters in the NBA. Anthony Edwards is Anthony Edwards. Sadiq Bey, a lot of people sleep on him because they don't really watch him too much. He puts up great numbers. I'm gonna go with them.
Dell?
I'm gonna go with the underdogs, whichever team that is.
Fire. Dub?
I like Rick Barry's team a lot. But I don't know. It's something about Worthy's team, like Cole Anthony, Giddey, and Tyrese Maxey, and Herbert Jones. I'm like, I think I'll stick it out with Team Worthy.
Solo?
I'm kind of reluctant because he tweaked his ankle, I think, yesterday. But I'm gonna go whatever team Anthony Edwards is on. That boy gonna show y'all that y'all made a mistake not putting him in the All-Star game.
You think he should have been All-Star?
Hell yeah.
Over who?
Honestly, I think I get Steph's a star and Wiggins. I think Steph should have been a reserve or something. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Well, we can't pick the starters because it goes from fan votes.
Yeah, that's fan votes.
True.
From
I'm
the
gonna say
bench,
Wiggins. I'm gonna say Wiggins.
Wiggins was also fan vote.
He's a starter.
Yeah. I mean, it's tough. It's tough. I think him and D-Book. I know D-Book's numbers are up there, but I think this Wolves team is doing a lot better than everybody thought. And I think Ant, just like LaMelo, who made it, luckily, I think they're made for this moment. They're made for All-Star weekend. And I get having the best, play with the best stats in it, but I'd rather see Edwards in it over Gobert.
I would much rather see Anthony Edwards over Andrew Wiggins in an All-Star game, in a regular game, in any basketball stadium. 10 out of 10.
Pick up ball.
I'm not lying. And I would much rather that.
For sure.
Andrew wins, but I show out.
All right. All-Star teams. Who drafted the better team, LeBron or KD?
LeBron by a landslide.
Why?
Bro, I got Steph, we got Giannis, they got
DeRozan, Jokic.
DeRozan, bro.
Luka Doncic, come on.
You tripping.
Yeah, it's LeBron by a landslide. He drafted a lot better.
LeBron's the GM of the year.
Yeah.
Ron?
He finessed.
Oh yeah, Bron got Luka too.
Bron's team looks disgusting.
Yeah, Bron. Yeah, and he got Jokic. Yeah, I gotta go with Bron.
Those don't sound like All-Star game players to me. Y'all tripping. He has Luka and Jokic. Oh my God! Like they're doing an All-Star game.
Luka's a bucket wherever.
Pass the ball really well. Like, come on, bro.
that was racially motivated. All right.
I don't think so.
No.
I don't know. Both is kind of like,
Yeah.
like I want all-star players, like he's saying. So LeBron has a streak he hasn't lost yet, so I'm gonna go with KD to finally break that streak. Just because Bron hasn't lost he hasn't lost the All-Star game yet, so I just
You're
want
gonna be waiting till next season.
KD probably has the more entertaining All-Star team with Ja Morant, Trae Young, LaMelo, Joel, right? Zach
And
Lavine,
remember,
of
KD
course.
doesn't play in these games. That's why LeBron wins them, because he actually plays in them as well.
Yo, it's crazy. They haven't played against each other since
That's what I'm saying. Like,
what,
of course they're gonna win.
2018.
Damn.
But for that reason, I think KD is the better GM. And you didn't call on me, but I'm gonna answer anyways. I think when he drafted Ja Morant, he won the All-Star game. I think we're gonna see Ja play like it's a playoff game. Boy just has it in him, man.
He might want to go for MVP. I agree with that.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go
Yeah,
KD.
y'all want to see the coffee shop? Y'all want to see the outlook of it?
No,
Yeah,
no,
sure.
no.
No,
We
we
have
do
a
not.
show going on, Dub. What? You are a
Bet.
lunatic.
Side-
All right.
behind the scenes, man.
From this, finally, we're getting to this. I think we brought this up like 3 shows ago, but we're finally coming back to it. Shout out to Chase Freeman for dropping this in the YouTube comments episodes ago. But we are going to rank these players 1 through 7. We're going with
I've been waiting for this.
Trae Young, Zach Lavine. Shaq's gonna be so pissed that I'm doing this without him. But we're going Trae Young, Zach Lavine, Devin Booker, Donovan Mitchell, Luka Doncic, Ja Morant, Jayston Tatum. Give you guys a couple seconds to digest that. Think about it, how you want to rank them. Trae Young, Zach Lavine, Booker, Mitchell, Doncic, Morant, Tatum.
Just tough.
Yeah,
I mean, I got the first 2 locked.
I already
just
know
don't
who
how
the
to do
1 and 2 are. Come on.
it. Yeah.
We got Luka, Ja, Devin Booker, Donovan Mitchell,
Is this
Damn.
your list?
Jason
Yeah.
Tatum, Trae Young.
Hey,
Trae Young is last.
Yeah.
Jeez. All right, it's mine. So we got, from all those players you name, I got Luka at 1. Then I got Jayston Tatum 2. Then I got Ja Morant. Then from here is where it gets tough. Then
I mean,
I'm
you
gonna
already
go,
screwed it up, so.
I didn't screw it. No, you screwed it up. You put Ja second. Damn. Right here, I put Donovan 4. Devin Booker 5. Trae Young, and I put. Oh no! Snap! I put Zach Lavine. I put Zach Lavine over Trae. No, I got Zach Lavine last.
Can you give me your order again?
Yeah, I was doing it on the fly. So I got Luka, JT, Ja Morant, Donovan Mitchell, Devin Booker, Trae Young, Zach Lavine.
Ron?
Hey, you guys keep in mind, I'm a casual. I know nothing about the NBA. All right, keep in mind.
And you can't play either.
Then that's a fact. You guys ready to lose your minds?
Ready?
Because number 1, I want Devin Booker.
Wow.
I want Devin Booker number 1. And I think he's the best shooting guard in the league right now. Number 2, I want who I think is the best point guard in the NBA right now. Trae Young.
He's the best point guard in the game.
I think he's the best point guard in the NBA right now. And statistics heavily back that. And then we can get into whatever else after that.
Okay.
Number 3, I'll take Luka. Number 4, I'll go Ja. Number 5, Zach. Number 6, Jayston Tatum. And number 7, Donovan Mitchell.
All right.
Can I ask him one question real quick? Does Trae not winning, does that affect your opinion of him at all?
What about when he sent the Knicks packing last year with game winners?
That was great last year. And last year, I thought, I was in the hype as well. But this year, what are they, the 10th seed?
No, they're let me see. Right now, yeah, they're the 10th seed, but they're right on the Hornets bumper, and they're right on the Nets bumper too.
They've been healthier than the Nets.
Yeah, well, I mean, they're a young
They're
team.
still the 10th.
They're
How
a
is
young team.
Donovan
They
Mitchell last?
Dell,
I'll go last, JD.
All right. Go ahead, Dub.
Luka, Trae Young. It's 1 and 2. Donovan Mitchell, John Morant, Jason Tatum, Zach Lavine, and then Devin Booker.
Poppy Solo.
All right. So I have a rainbow headband on, so you guys know this is already going to be not up your alley. But this is my list, and I'm sticking to it because I know in 6 months I'm gonna be laughing at you. You're gonna be like, I don't remember that episode. I don't remember you saying that. But number one is the phenom that we're all so gracious to be able to witness this season, and that's Ja Morant. He's the best player on this list. He has the it factor over all these dudes. JD was right the whole time, and I don't think we recognize him for his eye of talent that he's had this season. Number 2 was Luka. Of course, he's Luka. 3, I have D-Book. I am high on D-Book like Ron, not that high, but I do have him top 3. I got Trae at 4. He'd be higher if his team wasn't the 10th seed. 5, Jayston Tatum. Celtics are on a run. 6, Donovan Mitchell. And 7, Zach Lavine.
Dill.
I got Luka, Devin Booker, Jayston Tatum, Ja Morant, Trae Young, D. Mitch, Zach Lavine. D. Mitch and Zach Lavine could flip flop. To be honest, it's just
agreed.
It's just what it is.
I don't even remember my list anymore. Can't wait to see the comments on that one.
This is gonna be a crazy. This is gonna be wild, bro.
He's some good
Wait,
players.
so
Dubs,
Ron,
how is Devin Booker last on your list?
Yeah, that's crazy.
How is he last? I like
Dodge the bullet, right?
Well, you gotta think about it like there's a lot of these
He
guys.
loves Donovan Mitchell.
A lot of these guys are like in the same realm of each other, so I'm not mad on who you're picking over who. It's just a wash for me. I mean, like I have to be nasty, bro. What? It's like I can't do nothing else. Like I think that between him and D Mitch, I would pick D Mitch. Him and Zach Lavine, it's a wash for me. And then who else? Jason Tatum also. That's neck and neck for me. It's like you guys put me in a bad spot.
That sounds valid for last season to me, but I feel like you were pretty high on Phoenix earlier in the pod, and D Book is a big reason why they are as good as they are.
Oh yeah, D Book stepped up, bro. D Book has stepped up. I think D Book is probably. I think D Book is better than Chris Paul.
Agreed. I agree with you on that.
Yeah, I think he's better. I think he's more important to that team than.
So the best player on the
Chris
best
Paul.
team doesn't deserve top 3 from you?
I mean, you got Donovan Mitchell, where years he's been a top seed in the league.
But Utah's been kind of iffy this season.
Ja Morant, they're still a top seed, top 3, top 4
They
seed
are,
in the league.
but the West is kind of ass this year. So.
But Donovan Mitchell, like, bro, I mean, every year he's been in the playoffs, he just shows out no matter what. He shows the
You're
hell
not
out.
wrong. But he'll
no
also
matter
shoot
what.
you out of a game very quickly.
When did he ever shoot you out of a game?
Last season when they lost
When?
in the playoffs. The end of games, his fourth quarters can
When
be either amazing. Look, I don't know what time it was or how the constellations were that day, but I do know what I seen. And I saw D Mitch be a bit streaky. He's a great player, and D Book can be streaky as well. And of course, I got to see him in the playoffs this season to really judge him.
Because
But the things D Books are doing are crazy right now.
Because I was about to say in Game 6, I seen Donovan Mitchell struggling. I see him struggling in a couple other games against the Milwaukee Bucks. They're shooting guards, bro. I mean, it happens. I seen the Clippers just take advantage of Rudy Gobert and his defensive.
I think it's easily D Mitch is the better playoff performer than Devin Booker.
Easily.
Yo, what are you guys on? They just went to the championship. What
No,
are
I
you
got
on?
you. I got
No,
you.
no,
But
no,
that's
no.
what.
What are you on?
Okay,
no,
I got-
no. I'm gonna give you
All right.
one
The
stat,
best player
and
on the best team
I
to the
just want to
finals.
pack this argument up and just ship it overseas somewhere.
Go ahead.
Out of a first-year player that's played in the playoffs, Devin Booker scored the most points.
Okay.
Ron, you know
Out
what?
of
Now
a first-year player, Devin Booker scored the
Bro.
most points. He was going
I'm-
bananas that whole
You're-
playoff series last year.
And that's awesome. bro.
Bananas.
But
That's great.
Ron, you get me now. You're gonna get me mad because now I have to bring this up when I know I brought this up before, and now I have to bring it again because it's like, let's keep it real, bro. I know that the Suns are playing with a chip on their shoulder because everyone's counting them out, but that doesn't change the fact they faced hurt team after hurt team after hurt team, bro.
At some point,
is
you
what it
still have
is.
to put the ball in the cup.
And Ron,
against
he's
the
a
professional defender,
and
against
when
the
I
professional defense.
Ron, and the thing is,
Professional defense.
Against
D.
a
Mitch-
professional defense, against
Wait,
an NBA
Didn't D
defense.
Mitch lose to a hurt team in the
Everybody's a
playoffs?
everybody's
Exactly
a
my
professional
point.
defense.
And everybody doesn't lead the league in
so
scoring.
so Ron,
or
we're
lead
going
the
off
playoffs in scoring.
Ron. So we're going off one series alone. We're gonna dictate that this guy is not this guy. That's what we're doing.
What do you mean one series alone? What series are we
Because
talking
you
about?
just said that the reason is because of
Playoff
the
season.
playoff
Playoff
season
season.
last season.
Yep.
And when we forget that D Mitch and Jamal Murray, literally a year ago, like 2 years ago, were dropping 50, 40, 40. I mean, D Mitch, I think he dropped I think he had the most 40-point games in the
Mickey
playoffs this
Mouse. Mickey
season. No, but last
Mouse.
season I think he had the more 40 points games in this season. And I was talking about playoff performer, I'm not saying the better player. I'm talking about a playoff performing. I'd rather have D Mitch on my team than Devin Booker.
D. Mitch
I'd
has
rather have
had
the one who
bad
was up
games,
2-0
too.
in the finals, but that's just me.
Give me Devin Booker all day, every day.
10 out
He's
of
more
10.
he's more of a composed scorer. He has a better repertoire on the offensive end.
Better
He's-
shooter,
Yeah, better shooter. I don't think it's close.
better
when we're talking
playmaker.
about-
I'll say playmaker too.
On the offensive end, I don't think it's even close.
Nah, it's not.
But
Ooh.
hey, I mean, you can't be mad at D. Mitch. Like D. Mitch is, he's a bucket.
Amazing player.
I'm going to get back into this whole point guard thing though, because there was somebody in the comment that said Ron is nasty for saying Trae Young's the best point guard.
That was
Light
me.
out.
Yeah, get into that. I want to hear it too.
Yo, when you're averaging 28 points and 9 assists, it's hard to deny you being the best player at that position. Now, I know stats aren't everything, so I'm going to take it a step further. In the playoffs, he balled out. I know Luka did his thing in the playoffs as well.
Yo, Ron, sorry to
up?
cut you off. Before you finish it, just off the top of your dome, pause. Name your top 7 players in the NBA real quick.
My top 7, I got Giannis first. I got KD and Joel, 2 and 3.
Okay, so 2, 3. Keep going.
Jokic, obviously.
4.
Steph.
Stop right there. Why you didn't put Trae Young there?
Because Steph Curry.
But he's also a point guard. You said Trae is better.
Yeah.
Damn,
But Steph Curry.
it's like watching a car crash in real life.
Oh, okay, it's
but-
okay. Now you can name your top 5 point guards.
But Steph Curry.
Oh, go ahead.
And then
I don't need to name the other 2. I just want to see where you would put Steph.
Steph's 5.
Okay, go back to Trae Young. Your reasoning for Trae Young being the best point guard.
And hold on. I leave Steph out of this.
Why?
I don't even think that was a debate.
You put him in it.
No. I know that. When I say best point guard, I wasn't even thinking of Steph.
You have to, but honestly, you have to say that first.
I should have said that,
Yeah,
but
just
I don't.
flash that
Steph-
sweatshirt one more time, Ron.
Steph isn't in that group though. When we're talking about best point guard, it's like Steph, and then we're talking about everybody else.
So we're arguing
okay,
who's
I
the
didn't know
second
that.
best point guard.
Outside of Steph,
JD, I didn't want to have
Okay.
to do that, JD, but you
Who's
got
the
me
second
tight.
best point guard out of
It's
Steph?
Trae Young.
Tracy,
And I
that's
don't,
Trae
and
Young.
I don't think it's close, obviously, but I'm going with Trae Young.
Yeah,
I'm going with.
Dell
I'm
just
going with.
packed you up.
I don't
Yeah.
think that's crazy. I don't think
But
that's
no,
crazy
but we
to say because
we all know that Steph's the best point guard.
No,
So when
right. I
saying
didn't. But honestly, how
Yeah, but you
adamant
didn't.
was-
You didn't say
We
that.
knew that. We knew that.
Did you?
But we knew that. We thought that.
damn, wrong.
I was
I don't
waiting.
think it's crazy to call Trae Young the second best point guard.
Ron,
though.
you're gonna have to make another video calling out TikTok after that one. Up
Bro,
it to
Trae-
500 a game.
Trey stats are
No, I
great.
don't. We all know Steph is the best point guard. Like we all know, we're talking about second when we're talking about that.
We're just giving you a hard time, Ron.
I just don't like. He's top 5 in scoring and assists, which is great. But I watched Bradley Beal lead the league in scoring, and he wasn't a top 15 player in the league. So we got to stop being like, oh, he's top 5 in this and top 5 in this. He's
But
the 10th seed. He's not getting it done. Of course he can score. Of course he can pass. But there's more to the game to that. And
Yeah.
I'm gonna sound like a broken record, but I think Ja is playing more winning basketball. His team might be better. It's arguable.
Yeah,
Now, in
and
the
I was gonna
offseason,
ask you that.
no one would say that. They'll say the Hawks had a better team. But now I guess it's Memphis.
I was gonna ask you that. They started winning when John Morant got hurt.
Yeah.
They
Like-
started winning, so they were losing
I
before that.
hate this
No. They
argument.
went.
Oh
No.
my God,
Because
it's so
because
exhausting.
I hate the.
So
I hate
bad
the
coaching
argument.
goes against them now.
No,
Good
no.
coaching goes against them
I
now?
hate the argument because people try to say that John Morant is the sole reason in which they are winning, which is not the case. The team proved that they can win without him. The team went on a run right when he got hurt, and John Morant carried that success. He carried that winning with him.
Yeah.
So
You
you
would be
can't.
right if anybody said he was the sole reason on this panel, but no one did.
You just said that John
No, I
Morant
didn't.
equates
I said
to
he's
more
playing
winning.
winning basketball.
And you're giving him the majority of that credit instead of him being on that team.
So Dub,
Yes,
Dub, I got a
because
question.
seeing,
Dub, I got a
I'm
question.
seeing Ja close games out. I'm seeing Ja be
Yes.
that spark, and I'm seeing Trae Young lose.
Dub,
You see,
I got a
Go ahead.
question, Dub. So if the Miami has success, and when people say, "Oh, like Jimmy Butler's been doing an amazing job," and it's because we're not saying that Jimmy is the sole reason that Miami is winning, but
Mhm.
because he is the best player on that squad, people refer as Jimmy's team. That's what Solo's doing with John Morant. Like
But
John
it's
Morant.
a difference.
winning
It's a
basketball.
difference.
Yeah,
And
Trey
Harden
not better than
difference.
Ja, right? Trey not better than Ja either, bro.
That's
No,
what I'm
it's
saying.
a difference. It's
Yeah.
a difference when
It's
a difference
it's neck
when
and neck,
Jimmy.
but I got Trey. He
It
Okay,
is
does-
neck
it could be.
and neck.
It could be.
I don't think it's.
more
I don't
offense
think
to me
it's
than
neck
Ja
and
does.
neck. I think Trae Young is All NBA first.
Well,
team
that's
in
an
empty
argument,
stats.
though. I won't flat out. Like,
Facts.
that's an
But to
argument.
answer
Trey
answer
and
your
Ja
question,
dog.
Light
you
Up,
say
For
empty
sure.
stats light out, but I'm saying just as well as the Grizzlies are
I don't care.
overperforming is the same thing with them underperforming. But it's a young team, so the pendulum can swing either way. The
No, I
Grizzlies
got you.
can come
I
out
got
next
you.
year and be in the playing game, and the Hawks can do what they did last year and be a
I
4 or
got you.
5 seed. You
But
see
if
what I'm
Could've
saying?
been,
Trae
would've been,
Young,
should've been.
if Trae Young is playing
last year the Grizzlies were in the playing game though.
if
No, but
Trae
this
Young,
is the thing, though, Ron.
You're saying
All right,
things
go
that
ahead, go ahead,
happened, the things that
go
could
ahead.
happen.
wait, time out.
Go ahead.
If
No,
Trae
things
Young,
that
if
did
Trae
happen.
Young,
They were in the playing last year.
Hold on, Ron. Go ahead.
if Trae Young, right, is playing this amazing basketball, averaging what 28 and what 12? You said
he's
28
9 or something
and
like that.
28 and 9,
10.
and still losing. I'm not gonna put him over John Morant and Luka Doncic
With
as
a good
well.
roster?
With a, yeah, no, I'm
Like-
not.
Wait,
I'm
wait,
not
wait.
doing that.
They've
Pretend
been,
like
they've
we
been
all
injured
thought
too,
Memphis was a
though.
better team in the
You
offseason.
guys say that about everybody else. The
Yep.
Hawks have been injured too. A lot of
I
players
got
have been
you.
in and out the lineup.
Look, so this is the thing, Ron. Luka's been injured. Ja's been injured. Like the players has been injured. But this is the thing where with your pendulum, that's you can't rate it that way. If the Hawks did what they did last year, there's no way you could say the pendulum swing back to them playing the way it's supposed to be going. Like he has to try to like uplift and go up. Of course, the season's not over. Ja went to the playing, and his team is playing better than that now. So
Yeah.
that's the difference. Like they're trending this way when the Hawks is trending down. So you can't say, oh, it could be the same. Nah, the way Ja is going, bro, it's like, nah, we here now, and next year we're gonna be closer to something else. Trey
Yep.
went to the playoffs, went to the Eastern Conference Finals, and now they're a 10th seed. I thought they was top 4, top 5, just
Me
like
too.
my Knicks. That's like me arguing for the Knicks and saying, oh, because what they did this last year, I could wait again for next year. No, I'm expecting y'all to build on that.
Yeah,
Yep.
I'm not talking about the team though. I'm talking about just the individual as a player.
Oh, but Trey's stats is gonna be his stats. He's gonna get
Mhm.
better regardless.
So,
But his
yeah,
stats
yeah.
and him getting better is supposed to uplift his team.
And
So-
the sole reason you
If
have
we're talking
Trae.
about who I want on my playoff team, I still want Trey, but you know that
Light up.
that might change things up. But I'm like,
But
like,
to answer
I'm
your
not
question,
factoring team success altogether.
to
Praise the
answer
foul
your
baiting.
question about Jimmy Butler and the whole winning situation, the winning argument works for Jimmy Butler because he's proven that he does that on any specific team that he's on. He's proven himself. He's validated himself. So of course he could carry that to wherever he's
Yep.
going to. John Morant, he's young. Now I'm not gonna say it's impossible, but he's young right now. We can't give him that benefit of the doubt because he hasn't
not?
showed us that. Because he hasn't showed us that yet.
Isn't that
He's
doing
been
anything
showing.
incredible at a young age though? Like very
Yeah,
incredible?
You have to give him that. Give him his flowers, of course. So the whole winning argument, and that's my main issue. If you want to put John Morant over Trae Young, I'm not gonna bash you for it. Just don't sit here and talk about the winning argument. I hate it so much because
Why not?
Because bro, I just told you they started this run before when
Perfect.
he got
Yep.
hurt.
Uh-huh.
That's why. I
No, they've
credited
been on a
it-
run all
credit-
season, bro.
No,
That's
Solo,
why
Solo,
you
no,
don't
Solo,
know.
Solo,
no,
Solo,
when he
Solo,
got
Solo. Let
hurt-
him have this. Go ahead.
No.
Go ahead, Dub.
When he got hurt, I think there was like 14 and 12 or 16 and 14
Yep.
or something like that. Memphis
Uh-huh.
Grizzlies went on a run. Then when he comes back, he carries that success. He's doing the things that we
Okay.
know that he's capable of.
He's
He's
gone for
carrying.
like a
success.
week, bro.
I'm not gonna credit.
Yeah.
They went 10-1 without him, bro.
Yeah, there's been 40 games.
I'm just saying, bro, when you're talking about winning, you have to credit more of that to his team more than just him. It's a
Exactly.
Yes,
collect.
but
It's
my
all
point is in
together.
the offseason, no one would have said his team was better. No one would have said Memphis' team was better. No one would have said Ja had a better
And who
roster
is
around
proof
him.
of that? Is it just him or is it his team?
The
Of
whole
course,
squad,
it's his team,
but
the
let me,
leader
the
should
leader,
get
exactly.
some props too
And
for
he
even
does-
being that guy to put it
and I
together.
give
What
him
is
his
Dub
props.
arguing? What is Dub
Dub
arguing?
is
I
Dub
don't
is
get it.
saying
That winning
you know,
doesn't matter. That winning
no,
doesn't make you a better player.
No, not that. He's saying that we can't give the credit to John Morant because of the success they're getting with winning, but you could do it with Jimmy Butler
I'm
because he's
saying
proven before.
you can't give him the whole entirety of it. You
Of
have
course.
to give him. I think more of the portion deserves to be on his team than just John Morant. I have to believe winning. If it was a scale 50-50 or like 50-40 for
Right.
his team, I will have to say 55 or 60%, and then John Morant is 45.
I'll say
or
the
40%.
opposite. I'll say
That's crazy.
60-40.
I just
But you also gotta say that, like, do you do that with everyone?
Like Trae Young in the Hawks.
Because
Trae Young
you have to believe, of course, the team always starts with its best player. So, like you say, when they get hurt, they're still winning.
Mhm.
But in the long haul, it will halt because you don't have that best player. Like,
of course,
the
absolutely,
Warriors,
yep.
right. So this is why you still have, what is it, residue? You still know how to win. It becomes
Exactly.
harder, but you don't have that dog. That's like saying, we go 20-0 without Ja Morant. We go 20-2. They're taking the 22 with Ja Morant because it's that game.
Yeah.
It's some stuff that's happening only Ja Morant can do.
And Dell, I'm not disagreeing with you at all. I agree with everything that you're
But
saying.
you
All I'm
can't
saying
base
is
it on the
I'm
record
saying-
being without him, though.
I'm saying the credit. I'm saying the credit, in my opinion, deserves more to go to his team than just him solely. Of course, I want both of them guys to be together. I want both of them to be on the same time together. But if I got to look at it, say, damn, who's really do I have to give credit to this more? I would give it to his team more than
So you
just
give credit
him.
to the guy who is shooting 40% this season after being told he can't shoot. He's going to be like D Rose. He's just going to dunk all game. You give no credit to the guy that molded his game into being. Bro, he was second fiddle to Zion while they were rookies.
And now
one of them started an All-Star and one's at home.
Let's move it on.
And
You
now
gotta
you're
give that props.
Moving along. We're moving along. We keep
can I
talking in
answer that real
circles.
quick?
We keep
Because
talking in circles.
he's switching the context though.
Go ahead. We're just
Because he's switching the context. I never disregard his credit. I'm saying in that specific thing, I just don't see how you could give him all of that credit. That's it.
right. You
I'm not
already
giving
said
him
that.
all of it though.
All right. We're doing a draft.
Let's go.
Draft.
I'm drafting Josh, so just put him on there already.
Oh, whoops.
Ja, Cam Thomas, second pick.
All right. We got kids movie. Current WNBA player, a country excluding America. So any country except America. Type of chips, potato chips, I'm assuming. Transportation. So yeah, you know what transportation is. Let's start cheating. And superstition. Chat, give me an order. We got JD, Ron, Dub, Poppy Solo, Light Out, and Dell up here. Make sure you type in the chat.
JD, this is a good draft, JD.
Ron did this.
Ron, this is a good one, brother. That means Ron did his research before he did it too.
I
know
really
how.
did, because I swear to God, I swear to God, he just said countries, and I'm like, damn, how did
This is
do
an
this? And I didn't even think of something.
interesting draft.
It's a very interesting draft. Dell, JD.
Fire. Dell first is
JD,
fire.
Light Out.
Dell
the
first
middle?
is fire.
Solo, Ron,
That's
Dub.
messed up, bro. Give me a
You're playing
middle pick.
bachata in here.
Dell first is fire. I think I'm gonna have to go with the. Yeah, I gotta get that off the board. I'm sorry.
I got first pick.
No,
No,
me.
it's Dell. You have last pick, Dub.
Damn.
Last pick's not bad. I like the back-to-back.
No, it was just his excitement for his first pick.
Oh, yeah.
I had a hitter. I hope nobody picks it.
For if you tell me the category, it might be what I'm going with.
I think I know where you're going with. Is it kids
Tell me.
movie?
For sure, it's kids movie. For sure.
Where is it based in?
New York.
Oh,
That's heat. Hey, JD.
Yeah.
Did you tell him that transportation? It's not trains, cars, or planes.
Oh, those are
Interesting.
excluded.
Yeah.
Oh, blacklisted planes, trains,
now we got a
and
skateboard and shit?
automobiles.
Oh, that's blacklisted. That's fire. There's still some good ones out there though.
Yeah, but plane is superior.
Right.
For sure.
I hate planes. I'm scared of them.
You tripping. Bro, driving 27 hours. gonna go to California.
No, I mean, I have, if I'm going to California or places like that, I'm taking a plane. I just hate it.
Okay. I ain't gonna lie, I'll be a little scared in the beginning.
Yeah,
Should be
bro,
rumbling.
start flying.
What are you going with, Del?
Home Alone 2, Lost in New York.
Damn.
Wow. What an
Mm.
overrated movie. The whole Home Alone shit is so overrated, bro.
It's such a lie.
All right, we're getting
Oh
an
my
NBA
God,
player out of
Roberts.
the way. I'm taking Breonna Stewart.
Fire. He
Go ahead, light out.
Damn. Okay. Countries excluding America. Let's do Spain.
That's nice.
It's a good one.
Solo.
I'm gonna do current WNBA player. I'm gonna do Skylar Dickens. South Bend right there, baby.
Shout out South Bend.
Yes, sir.
Hey, you a Notre Dame fan?
I'm casual. It's too Catholic for me.
Ron, it's on you. Do y'all even watch the WWE NBA? What?
That sounds fire though.
Go ahead, Ron. Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and just get chips out the way with. I'm gonna go with my favorite. Just give me Doritos.
Ah, man, good pick.
Very
I was
solid
gonna-
pick.
Are you going with just OG Doritos?
OG Doritos.
Nachos.
None of
I
that
mean,
cool red
Spicy
stuff.
Fire.
one's better, bro.
You can't go wrong with Doritos, bro.
Dub, it's on you back to back. Back to back.
Best kids movie. Let me get The Lion King.
Fire.
Best country, Dominican Republic.
Fire.
Damn, you got me with that one.
This best country shit sounds very kind of nationalism. But start a culture war over here.
Back on you, Ron.
I've got to stick with the hometown WNBA player. Let me get Sue Bird.
Ooh.
Fire.
She's from New York.
Solo.
I'm saying where she at right now.
All right.
Shout out Seattle Storm.
So this is a tough one. Kids movie, I'm gonna go with the Rugrats movie, the Orange Tape, the Orange Beat.
Hey, I remember that.
This was fire.
That is all right. Light out.
You hating on the rope? You hating,
I'm not hating on it.
nigga?
I'm just saying, like, there's so many better movies that you
Bro,
could have gone with.
tripping.
So for
Like,
transportation,
that's giving me door vibes.
for
Front door vibes.
Transportation, give me a horse.
Fire.
That's a good one, bro. I was not thinking that.
Transportation. Yeah, man.
That was fire. I feel like that's the best pick I've ever had in these drafts.
Hard to follow that up, man. We can say donkey, JD.
Donkey's not a bad one, but
It's not a bad one.
I feel like I'm gonna leave transportation up there. For chips, or actually kids movie, give me Toy Story.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was a good
What
one.
a easy, got a cop out. Pick.
Go ahead, go ahead, Del.
WNBA player, give it a GOAT, Diana Taurasi.
Good one.
Chips, give me Pringles.
JD, you put Sue Bird on countries.
Oh, whoops. All right, that's what I thought. Sue Bird is a country, so.
I live in. I was gonna say something else.
Whoa!
I was
Hey,
gonna-
yo,
yeah.
chill.
Del, did you say a specific Pringle, or you just put Pringles?
Just Pringles.
Dale, that's the worst chip pick you could have ever picked in this world.
No,
Yo, it's
Pringles
the
is
greatest
good.
chips city ever, bro.
Yeah,
They be
sour
greasy
cream and
and shit.
onion.
The sour cream
Greasy ass
onion.
fingers.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
man.
I'd rather have Lay's than Pringles, man.
Oh, give me is it cheddar and sour cream ruffles?
Oh,
No.
wow.
That's a good one.
That's a good one.
That's my
I wanted
favorite
that
chip
one.
of all time.
I
The
wanted
only
It's
that.
chips
acquired
I eat
taste,
now, really.
but it's pretty good.
All right.
It's on you, Light Out.
I'm gonna do kids movie, and I'm gonna go Night of the Museum.
Yo, thanks for the chili, bro.
It's on fire.
Whoa. Pause, bro. So
Chili's a pause. Are you serious?
Now I know I might not get any love.
Yo,
with
you
this
guys
one.
are insane, bro. Like, you guys are insane. Y'all need
That is
y'all
a weird,
need to stop.
the weird pause.
I
But
don't know.
for transportation,
Oh, man.
now I like this one because of the benefits it has on your health, and I'm gonna go walking. I love
I
a
knew
good
you.
walk.
I knew you was going there. That's a
You might have
great
to leave a
pick.
little earlier, but you can collect your thoughts and enjoy the
Yep.
weather and just
Yeah,
That's a
but
great
imagine
pick.
doing that on a
That's
horse.
edible.
Yo, a super underrated solo, super underrated. Just being able to like do that, collecting your thoughts on that walk.
bro, so underrated.
Very underrated.
Bro, I
It's
gotta get-
the best thing to do for golfing because you could drive a cart or you could walk is walking so that you get to your ball slower so you don't hit it with anger.
Smart,
Ron,
man, so you're poised.
poise. Great word.
I suck at golf, bro.
I'm gonna get
My wife is a killer at golf, bro.
superstitions out the way. And can you just put Black Cat?
Ooh, fire.
That's a tough one for me.
Wow,
'cause I'm-
black cat. To be honest, give me Olympic ring vibes. Dub.
That's a tough one.
Black cat's a
Does-
great one.
Does horse give you Olympic ring vibes or not?
Yo,
Never
Nothing in your column gives me anything,
any vibe.
any vibe. Just
You
numb.
said
I'm just
neither.
numb
Crazy
inside.
how Olympic rings is now the standard.
Night
that
of the
we're all
Museum
trying
is
to get
elite,
to.
bro. That movie's fire.
Night of the Museum
Is that Ben
or
Stiller?
Night
that's
at
honestly
the
not
museum.
a bad
Yeah.
movie.
It's really good.
Is it at the
It's-
museum?
yeah,
See, I don't even know.
But all time, bro, like that's
Yeah, all
you
time.
tripping.
All right.
that's gross.
At the museum, bro. I've never even seen it, bro. It just
You haven't seen it, you gotta watch it, bro.
Is that a
No,
movie or are you
thanks.
describing like something you did?
No,
Yeah.
it's the one of the guy that goes to the museum and everything in the museum
Comes to
to
life?
life. Yeah,
Okay, it's pretty good. I ain't gonna lie. That
No,
was
it's
a
really
a
good.
solid movie, but all
Yeah.
time, bro.
all
like,
time,
stop
all time.
Dub, you
bro.
got
all time,
Light
all
Out's
time.
15 years old, man.
Dub,
Give
you
him a
got
break.
current
Right.
current WNBA player chips, transportation, and superstition.
Let me get chips. I'll get nachos.
Bro, how
Nacho.
hot flaming hot thing been picked yet? That's crazy to me.
Pick it.
Current WNBA is Candace Parker.
Nachos for chips?
I don't know a lot of WNBA
That's not fair.
players.
That's not fair.
Yeah,
Got cheese
Dub,
on
I
it.
don't-
You tripping, bro? You
Yeah,
got
I
don't
feel
know
like
about that.
you gotta change it. It's not like
What the
chips.
frick? That's like me picking
Nah, nachos is chips.
bro.
Not
Picked the whole
what?
meal.
Yeah, what?
Yeah, that's the meal.
chips
Pick
and
tortilla
rice.
chips.
Nah,
then.
nah.
Tortilla.
Did the nachos with the
Nachos,
jalapenos, and did you put
want
some
me to
beans
say
in there too?
tortilla?
Like,
Oh,
You put some salsa too on the side.
Him,
man?
Want me
him
to name-
picking nachos messes up with what? Somebody picking what?
No.
Chile
Okay, he can pick nachos, but that's quite literally an appetizer.
So
Yeah, that's why I picked it. It's a chip.
It's not a
the
chip.
appetizer.
Okay,
it's-
when you hold
Listen, Jay, I want
any
it.
just
I want it
plain
right
chip, any plain chip in your hand, you're calling that a nacho chip?
I actually do.
What?
I'm
Plain
with, I'm with
chip?
I've
Dom.
heard
I'm,
people say I want nacho chips though.
yeah.
Yeah.
because they kind of slow, bro.
Nobody
I call
ever
it-
says
I call it
want nacho
Bro, when I'm at
chips.
Chili's,
I
when I-
promise you.
When I'm at Chili's, I say
Are
I want
you shitting
nachos
me?
with guac. That's what I
Nah.
say.
Nachos is
I said
definitely a
chips. I
chip.
say chips and guac. That's
Yo.
what I said.
What?
What chip do you use for nachos? That's the chip you should be picking.
Tortilla?
What?
Tortilla
Is-
chips. You should pick a tortilla.
Bro,
Nah,
I'm
nachos
sticking with
sound better. Y'all
nachos.
not gonna do that to my
Nachos,
boy.
yeah, no, it's nachos.
Bro,
This
it's
is
not-
Tortilla chips actually a good pick
crazy.
too.
That's
Dub. You
Olympic
might as well
ring.
just
That's
take that.
Olympic ring right
No,
there.
no. It's okay.
It's not.
It's not
because we have
because
to
it's
debate.
a,
I'm gonna take it.
bro. That is a food category, not a chip. But
Bro,
go
pick the
ahead, Ron.
hamburger right now, man.
I'm gonna just go ahead and get the. Nah, I'm gonna leave the cartoons. That's still on me. I'm the only one that gotta go
Full
there.
disclosure though, Ron,
What's up?
you picked Doritos, right?
Yeah.
And that's like a nacho.
That's not true.
It's
Y'all,
not true.
y'all
Hey,
are so
JD, can you-
uncultured.
It's not
Oh my
true.
You actually
God.
put nacho cheese under mine?
Because people put salsa. They dip Doritos in salsa for sure. I've seen it.
Can I pick quesadillas, please? Because they're made out of tortilla chips.
What?
Transportation.
They hating on you, Doug.
They hating bad. They don't want to see me winning. They don't want to see me winning. That's crazy.
Night at Museum was an elite pick.
Is it
Actually,
Ron?
Get
it's Ron.
some
Damn.
nachos chips.
I for sure heard that, JD. I'm not
No
gonna lie.
topping,
say-
just the nacho chips, please.
When I
They
go
must
to a
have been from
Mexican
a foreign
restaurant,
country or
when I-
something.
when I
They
go to a-
nobody's
when I
saying
go to a Mexican
Nachos.
restaurant, I say, "Yo, let me get chips and dip." They know it's nachos and dip.
No, that's tortilla chips and dip.
Yeah, that's
a
completely
dip,
different than
yeah.
nachos.
I say
But hold
chips
on,
and
wait. What's your dip though? Because it might not be cheese. It could be guacamole. It could be
Yo,
spinach dip.
nah,
It could
nah.
be-
Salsa.
Could be
Where
cream.
we at? Where we at? Let me
Yeah.
let me
It
get
could be
on-
ketchup.
Let me get on the
Who
chat.
knows?
Hey, JD, just give me a bite for transportation.
Can I switch mine to a 12-car garage?
Dolo, you got country, chips, and superstition.
Okay, chips. I'm gonna go hot fries.
The Cheetos hot fries, those are pretty heat.
They're not
Those
Cheetos.
are
They're
good.
like off-brand,
The
off-brand
off-brand?
hot fries. You
Yeah.
got the yellow bag.
I know what you're talking about.
Mhm.
Oh, the one,
Uh,
the skinny one.
Yeah,
Yeah, the
they're
skinny one.
fire. Light out. WNBA. Okay, go ahead.
Superstition, breaking a mirror.
That's good too. That's
That's a
good as
good
well.
one.
Oops.
Yeah, I feel good about that pick. If Dell compliments one of my picks, I
That's
I
a
did-
good one.
That's
Yeah.
literally the stamp of approval anytime you draft.
That's your best pick you ever had up here.
I appreciate it, Dell.
Getting,
Yeah.
getting
That's
the
what-
Dell
I'm
stamp is-
Not best
I'm-
way at all.
I'm going. You know, I
Yeah.
could leave the show right now.
Be my guest.
Who pick is it? Who pick is it? Keep it rolling.
Dell's trying to come back at the end of the show and win the show right now. I see what he's
I'll
doing.
never try to win the show. I already got my snippet of what I did to Ron, so I'm good with that for the day.
That was
Ron
great.
and his Trae Young take, I'm good for the day.
Pringles kind of ruins his whole thing, though. If you ask me.
I love Pringles, bro. Sour cream and
You
onion.
look like you love Pringles. I ain't gonna lie.
Yo.
You're just like the demographic for Pringles.
Nah, the
I mean, for
Pringles, the
sure.
sour
The
cream and onion
tall-
one was nice.
lanky. I'm
Even the
Pringle guy.
container is ass. My hand's big, so I can't even get the last chip. I gotta pour it over, get the crumbs on my
To
hand.
tell you
Now.
the truth, though, Pringles has the best container. Like
You
that's
got baby hands,
like,
don't you?
That can, like, come on, we're not gonna do that.
Knock on
Hey,
can
wood.
say
pause.
that-
Pause.
It could be a piggy bank.
That's a good point. That's a good one. I respect that.
I took knock on wood for superstition.
Damn it.
It's on you,
I like
Dell.
that one.
That's
Un-
a good one as
I
well.
should
What I
have
have
picked
left?
that one.
Dell, you got country, transportation, superstition.
What are the transportation that was blacklisted?
Cars, planes, and trains.
Any relevant transportation is banned.
Oh, okay.
The big three.
Better pick
All right,
running,
let me
bruh.
let me get a helicopter.
Ooh, he cheat the system. That's a plane.
I feel like that's a plane.
That's a
That's not a
plane.
plane. That's not a plane.
Yeah, it
That's
is.
not a plane.
It
That's
falls
not a
in
plane.
the plane category.
No, it's not.
I
It's
think
aircraft.
we let
It's
him
an
get it
aircraft.
because he found the loophole.
No, yep. It's an
aircraft
aircraft.
isn't banned. Planes are.
Yep.
Planes is banned.
Yeah.
And
Ron,
let me
Ron
get-
made
on.
the
Hold
Ron
on,
made
you
the
went with
draft.
aircraft?
I went with helicopter.
That's
See, the amount of people in the chat who are like, "That's not a plane." This is why we don't get. This is why we don't get along.
Oh,
if you really
man.
think that's not a plane, does your brain is a little bit scrambled? It's literally the same thing, just shaped differently. One has
is-
wings,
you
one has a
pick-
Hold
propeller.
on, okay, never mind. Del, it's
Go
back on
ahead.
you. Superstition and country.
Helicopter,
Hold on.
Helicopter.
country,
Yo, the argument in the chat is so fun.
United States.
It's banned. It's the only
You can
banned
say that.
country. Only banned country.
Yeah, only one.
Bro,
Oh.
helicopters don't fly the same as planes. Stop it.
Yeah.
That's
So
crazy.
That's crazy. How could you ban this? All right, let me get.
Y'all don't
There's
like
hundreds-
helicopters, but letting nachos slide.
Facts, bro.
Let me get for country.
Dale, you be traveling all over the world, bro. Pick one.
Right.
That's a
but
fact. It's
I
hard
try to
though.
pick United
It's
States. Let me
hard,
get
man.
Africa. I take Africa.
That's tough.
Bro, no,
Fire.
don't do that. Africa's a
Africa's
continent.
a
Please don't do that,
continent.
bro. You black, dog.
You
Don't
gotta
do that
pick
to
a
us,
country.
man.
You gotta pick a
I
country
wanted
in
to say
Africa.
Africa.
No, pick a country in Africa.
There's a lot of countries
No,
in Africa.
Where you going? I'm going to Africa.
This ain't a continent pick, though, man. Come on,
No, but
dog.
you gotta look at it this way. So when they go to United States, they don't say I'm going to North America. I say I'm going to United States.
Bro, we don't care about linguistics. We care
And
about
well, y'all have to
countries.
care about it if y'all not writing down Africa.
I'm just saying
That is a
Africans would be
continent.
a little a little.
I mean,
How
I
many
get
times
it.
like it's not our fault. Africa is a continent. Africa is Africa.
Dell, I see what you're trying to do.
I'm
and
not
it's
trying to do
nasty.
anything.
Ew,
It's
you
nasty.
can't get those back to back after the
Yeah,
hand.
He's
bro.
trying to get his
We
black
gave
vote
you
back. It ain't
so
gonna
much
work.
So
Dell,
someone,
Dell,
Dell,
put
Dell,
Africa in,
someone
put
can put
Africa in.
Asia.
Because nobody sits
Yes.
here.
No,
Nobody-
No.
Bro, if Joe Biden said this, he would be crucified right now.
No. But this is my point. Y'all say it's a continent, fine. Like it's not like we said I'm going to North America. They say I'm going to Canada. I'm going to the United States. Like no, it's never.
'Cause those
no
are
one-
countries.
Oh, I'm going to Nigeria.
my
What
best
you doing?
friend-
Yeah, those are literally countries.
Put this.
Yo.
My best friend,
Yo.
Motherland.
Solo, what's your
my best friend, he's African. You know what he tells me? He's like, yeah, I'm from Africa.
Right. Put
Yeah,
motherland.
because for simpletons.
Put
That's what he
motherland.
says.
Yeah, because people like Dale, they don't want to go back and forth.
He's African. He's saying
They
I'm
don't
from
concede.
All right,
They
you
concede
guys
to
are
our
ridiculous.
ignorance.
Just so
But,
we can move on, we're
it
putting
my turn?
motherland for Dell. It's my
Thank
turn.
you.
Hey, yo, I don't think you should be typing motherland out, JD, to be honest, man.
He said motherland. He wants motherland. I'm typing it for him. I'm about to put Asia just to be annoying.
Yo, don't do that, bro. Stop the
God,
Asian hate.
I'm
man.
not gonna do it.
what?
Country.
South
Like
America.
everyone know it's a continent, but I still wanted to say Africa.
Bro, all I want you to show love to a beautiful African country. You couldn't even give me that.
You want me
Like
to
Morocco.
say
You couldn't say Kenya, you couldn't say Nigeria.
Ghana?
That's what I'm
All-
saying.
Nah,
Ethiopia.
all of them, all in one.
I ain't gonna lie. Some of them spots a little bit, a little
Exactly.
bit. You gotta be careful.
I'm gonna do. I want.
Yes, sir.
Transportation or
Oh.
country?
I want. No, I don't. Okay, I'm gonna go Ireland.
Ew.
Light out.
For WNBA player, Brittany Griner.
Dale, don't.
All right. Now for superstition,
What?
Oh, never mind.
this could be a little reach.
I'll tell you later.
Tell me if it's an acceptable answer for superstition. I'm gonna go karma.
That's
if we let,
nice.
if we let our Africa and National slide, I mean, I
You gotta let karma in there.
Karma's
Yeah.
great. That's a great.
Explain to me how karma is a superstition.
Because some people think it doesn't exist. It's a mythical concept and theory brought
I
to us
believe
by
it.
religions.
I believe
It's not a real
exists.
thing. It's not a tangible
okay,
thing.
but what? Okay, no. What would the superstition be like? Oh, it's
If I'm a
like,
bad
that's his
person,
karma,
bad shit's gonna
that's
happen
his
to me.
Bad
Yeah.
karma. That's
No,
okay.
it's
Okay.
if I'm good and good things happen, if I'm bad, then bad things happen.
Yep.
That's the superstition.
Okay, got
right
you,
there.
got you.
Well, it's crazy how sometimes it works the other way around.
No, I got it.
Ron.
Go ahead.
Kids movie and country.
Country. Since my man's not up here to pick it, I'm gonna go with one of the most historic places known to man. I'm gonna go with let me get Greece. Great vacation place too as
Interesting.
well.
That's a good.
Not
I like
Turkey,
that.
Ron.
Well,
Transportation.
I chose it
superstition.
because it's
Bro
this close
picked the
to
worst
Turkey.
economy in the world.
Oh, that's true, but I mean they have other things that are plus.
True.
You got eyes, right? I'm just gonna leave it at that.
Dub, you got transportation and superstition.
Superstition. I'll go with making a wish on a shooting star.
Oh, that's beautiful.
It is.
It never works
It
for me,
is.
bro.
It's a
Ooh, I
superstition.
thought of a good one that probably won't get picked. Damn.
And then transportation. Let me go with time travel.
Dumb.
What? Stop.
Nobody said fictional. Nobody
doesn't-
said
it
non
doesn't
Dell is
exist.
time
Jason
traveling
here
in his
said-
helicopter.
Yo, Jason, he says
To get
every day,
nachos.
he says every time we have a topic and I'll just let your brain go ahead and
That's
do
on
whatever it
players'
wants to do.
court, but go ahead. Kids movie.
We're letting time travel slide, bro.
Yes.
No, we're not, bro. That's
Hey.
that doesn't exist.
Dub.
Well, we don't know that.
Y'all said
Portals.
transportation.
Okay,
my
it's not
God,
official.
You guys got
It's
nasty
not
You want me to change it?
transportation.
You know what?
Yeah,
Wing.
change
I'll
it.
pick
I'll
wings
change it.
then. Give me
That's
wings.
an-
Transportation.
Teleportate. Oh my god, I'm
You know,
gonna
keep-
fight. Dub.
Ron,
Let him keep it. Let him
Ron,
keep it. Let him
go
keep it.
ahead. God.
For kids movies, I'm gonna go with my guys from Moron Mountain. Shout out all my morons out here. Let me get Space Jam.
Solo country.
Country. Now this is a tough one
pick something wild.
because I'm not a big tourist spots. I like to be down with the people. I like to be down in the plazas. So I'm gonna go Mexico.
Nice.
Mexico's not bad.
Light out.
I'm going
love
Mexico.
Not at all.
Chips.
I don't eat a lot of chips, so I'm gonna go with Cheetos.
JD.
Somebody said
transportation.
Wakanda.
Let's. We're going. Healy's just a troll. Dell. Superstition.
Luck.
Well, I like that one.
All right, chat. Who won? We got Players Court coming up also. So let us know who won while we get ready for Players Court over here.
Del, I love your list.
Thank you, bro. Thank you,
Motherland
bro.
is crazy.
The helicopter at the luck is like, damn.
Thank you, bro.
And
Yeah, but horse?
A horse.
Light
I
out.
think Motherland should have disqualified Dell. I think Netro should disqualify Dub.
You just hate how it looks. It just
Motherland
ain't got
is
that headband on, it just
crazy
flows.
for a country. For a country, like it's crazy.
On Black History Month.
Light out.
on Black History.
Let's get it.
Fire. That's fire.
That's crazy. What's up? What's up, JD?
Have you been on the show for this new Players Court yet?
Yeah, I came second.
All right,
Last
cool.
time.
So
I have not.
Solo. Give me an order
Mm-hmm.
of everyone up here except for me. How you want them to go, or
All right.
the whole
Okay. Damn, I'm so humble and put myself last. So I'm gonna go.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Light out
Wait,
first.
Okay.
Light
I
out
mean, no,
first.
that's good.
Dell second, Ron third, Dub fourth, me last.
Damn.
I want that back to back, baby.
You just handicap yourself. No, because this is. I don't know if you understand what's going
Honestly,
on.
bro, whatever the rules are, I'm gonna win it. It's just how I feel.
So
Okay.
it goes in order every time, and then someone gets
That's
knocked
cool.
out every round. We've got 5 normal categories that you can pick a number between 1 and 5, and then once it gets down to the last 2, we have some final topic rounds. You have 24 seconds to argue why your pick for the category for the topic is the best, and then the chat will vote who gets voted out each round.
All right, I have one question.
Yep.
So is it smart if someone picked your answer to pick a different one, or
So
explain yours better?
you have to pick a different one if somebody
okay.
picks your
Okay.
response.
All right.
Unless they argue it better. The hell?
No, yeah.
We've always made it so you have to pick something else. The only way you can argue the same thing, but it's different, is if there's literally only 2 answers and you are forced to pick yes or no type thing, but you just argue a different case. But if it's wide open, then you just have to pick something else. At 24 seconds, if you are still speaking, I'll just mute you and go to the next player.
Heard.
Any questions?
Let's get
You guys
to
know
it.
what
All right.
these are?
Is that weed? No,
Solo, give me a number between 1 and 5.
I'm gonna go with lucky number 7.
Lucky number 7. 1 through 5.
Oh, my bad.
I thought you were just trolling.
Nah, bro, that was in my head for some reason. I'm gonna go 2.
Light out. Make a case for who will win the All-Star Game MVP this year. You have 10 seconds to think.
All right, got it.
All right. Time's up. Time is starting now.
All right, perfect. The person that will win All-Star MVP will be Ja Morant. This is his first All-Star. He's excited. He wants to show out, and he wants to make sure that he wins the MVP because it's his first All-Star. So that's my case. He's hungry.
Dell.
I'm gonna go with Giannis. Giannis he got the flair to catch alley-oops, run the fast break, throw the ball off the backboard, dunk the basketball. He won an MVP before, and he's just been on a tear. And he dominates the rim, dunking the basketball. I think he's also fit the narrative of an all-star player, and that could do many things to excite the crowd and get easy buckets.
Ron.
I'm going to go with Trae Young. Let's say Trae hits 8 threes, gets a bunch of oops, couple fast break layups right there. That's going to give him about what? 30 and 8.
Don't forget 15 free throws too. So
That too. Trae Young.
I'm gonna
Dub.
go with his big brother, Stephen Curry. He'll have more
Ooh.
playing time. He'll have more of an opportunity to showcase his talent. He could play make for other guys more than everybody else. He just have more of an opportunity, bro. And if he's on, bro. He's gonna win it, bro, easily.
Yep.
So there you go.
Solo.
Since my first pick was picked, I'm gonna go with the guy who will be head to head to him when it comes to showmanship. That's LaMelo Ball. I think with him being a replacement, he's gonna play with a chip on his shoulder. He's already built with that underleg alley oops. He can get up himself. I think he's going to be prime time television during the All-Star game. LaMelo Ball.
Perfect. 24 seconds. All right. Who
I hope-
are you?
Go ahead.
Who are you voting out? Twitch chat. I'm only doing Twitch chat right now because I have too much going on over here. So
Yo,
make sure
JD, I wanted to ask you, who is PC2? Why is that there?
it's because Shaq usually records the call for the HD version, and
Mhm.
so I have my other computer doing it.
Okay. I was like, when I first joined, I'm like,
Yeah,
who
and
just got up.
I made it so that it doesn't show who, like, people with no cameras, so I had to turn that camera on for my scenes to work. This, just behind the scenes nastiness.
Yo, the three guys who voted for me, I wish nothing but the best for you. Hope you achieve all your hopes and dreams.
Who's getting voted out? Is it me?
Ron.
Yo, JD. 3.
Wait, what happened? Who's out? Who's out?
Ron
Oh
is
my
out.
God.
Oh my God! I'm telling you, he better not come and win MVP because you know what rant that's about to be.
It's that Trey though.
Light out. 10 seconds. Best NBA city to play in.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right, time starts now.
In the Madison Square Garden in New York, when New York is actually playing great, they're having great basketball. The fan, the excitement, the atmosphere in New York is absolutely crazy, and that is must-watch TV. And if you're a superstar and you want to play great, it's better to do it in the Madison Square Garden in New York.
Dale.
I'm gonna go with Los Angeles. The light is brighter in Hollywood. Everybody go out there. You look around. You got Denzel. You got Jack. You got all the top tier. Just like New York City, I'm gonna go with hooping in LA. Man, nothing could beat it other than NY.
Dub.
I'll go with the Golden State Warriors Stadium. The whole entire feeling of when you go in there, the environment, the aura, the way that the fans dedicate themselves to the team, man, it's just a whole different type of feeling. And it's really different playing in Golden State in this Steph Curry era and the Golden State era, man. So
Solo.
I'm gonna go with Miami. There's a reason that even post LeBron, they were able to put together a contending team. Free agents love to play, they love to live there. They have everything you want to do off the court as well, and of course, their culture and their front office with Spoelstra coaching. It's just that's a great place to play.
Wow, the Nets and 4 guy doesn't pick Brooklyn. Chat.
New York is New York, you know.
Fire. It's great.
New York is the Knicks. That's what it is.
Yo,
You're looking for the away players to come drop 50 at Madison Square Garden.
All right, chat. Twitch poll is up. Make sure you vote who is out, who's not moving on. See what the comments are saying over here. Lion King was best pick of the draft. Sue Bird, wrong spot. That was my bad. Dub, JD. Can't have the whole damn continent.
They hated the continent
thought
pick.
she could beat DeMarcus Cousins. Joel Embiid.
The helicopter was elite.
Joel
And
Embiid is
love.
the
Who's
best
are voting
NBA
me
player.
because they hate me, not my picks, and that's going to be the demise of America. Is we switch, we pick parties, but we don't listen to policies. I get it. I'm eccentric. I'm weird, but my points are valid. All right, I'm Poppy, so I'm the champion. Stop voting on me, dog.
Solo, I wanted to ask you a question. I guess both for you and Light Out. Do you guys read your TikTok comments?
All the time.
Like every single one, or you just kind of skim?
I read the first 10 minutes, so I posted it, and then I let it go
Let it
into
do
the
its thing.
into the cloud.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm different. I read the next day sometimes.
Yeah. Like when they don't agree with anything I say or they think I'm like stupid, they just go after
Who's
my
out?
fit-
Who's out,
Dubs
JD?
out.
What?
Yeah, Poppy Solo, you're not the most hated on this panel.
It's me.
Bro, my picks have been just beautiful. I ain't
What
gonna
was
lie,
the,
I've been pulling them
what was
out,
the
man.
question, though?
My
I
bad.
didn't even hear the question.
What? You answered.
the best
What?
NBA city to play in?
Yeah, you pick
Oh,
Golden
okay.
State.
Yeah,
Golden State's not
this
even-
is the
it's not
only
even a
reason
place.
I would have think it was Golden State as well, because after Steph and all them leave, we remember Golden State. It wasn't that pot. It's Steph Curry era. That's why.
Honestly,
New York,
I
LA,
didn't even
outside
know.
of that, it's always popping New York, LA, Miami. No
I
matter
didn't
who on the court.
said
I
Bay.
didn't hear the question. So I was like, all right, this guy picked New York. This guy picked
Hey, you
LA.
got
I was
it.
like,
You
I
got
was
it
like,
pretty
let me
close.
pick Golden State.
I think Golden State's 4 in that list, though. I don't think it's a bad list or
It's
a bad
not a
pick.
bad list. Dub, give me 1, 4, or 5.
1.
Light out. Name something that should be added to the All-Star break.
Oh, easy. A 1v1 tournament. We've been rooting for this for a very, very long time. A 1v1 with the best players in the NBA going at each other for a $1 million prize pool. That'll be fire.
$1 million. Del,
Or it could be
How
whatever.
many seconds do he got left?
he's done.
He be cheating.
He had
No,
like
he's done. But how much did he have remaining?
12.
All right, well, give me my. I want his 12 seconds to run out before.
No,
I
you
go.
can't do that.
Yes, you can. It's
24.
not my fault you
No.
didn't use it. JD
Yeah,
told me
it's-
that last time. That's why I
You
asked
can?
him.
That's a rule?
I don't know. This is new to me. I just usually move on, but yeah.
Go
you-
ahead,
Exactly.
Dale.
But it's your time starts now at least.
You got 24, bro.
All right, question. You gotta ask me the question again.
Oh my god.
I don't know the question. I swear, I don't know the
Name-
questions.
Name something that should be added to the NBA All-Star break.
A 4-point contest. Everybody want to shoot far from the logo. We'll have a contest to see how many could make more logo jump shots. Best out of 10 for the top shooters that shoot from that distance.
They do have a 4-point shot in a 3-point contest, though, just to shine some light on that.
So low,
I
it's
know.
on
That's
you.
why I said 4-point.
All right,
it's
so
on-
this is going to
Lo-
be a
a
little
logo
off the
contest.
wall, but we all know the dunk contest has been bland in the NBA. So I think we should add a G League dunk contest and let the young, hungry boys be creative and do things that these NBA players just aren't willing to do because they're tired from the NBA season. So I'm gonna go with G League dunk contest,
They have that.
but not during our All-Star weekend. They have it on
Yes,
their
they
own.
do.
It's not televised. No, it's not, dog.
It's not televised, but they have that.
Bro, so I gotta go there in
Poppy
person to
Solos.
see it.
No, they have that for sure. I'm sorry, but they have.
But
that
I want
100%.
it during All-Star weekend, like on ESPN. I want that televised. I want because
Oh,
bro,
no one-
they have it, but then when we see the clips, we're like, damn, that was better than ours
God,
every
don't let me
year.
persuade you, but that answer was
Oh.
Poppy Solos.
Listen, y'all hate on the young boys, man.
No. They 100% have that. I played in the D League.
I know they have it,
Okay.
but there's not enough light
Oh, so they
shined
should
on
have
it.
asked what should be televised.
so they
then.
should replace the dunk contest with a dunk contest.
Let's
Yeah,
just
that's
add
what I'm
another
saying.
one. Let's add
Yeah,
another
That
one.
would have been.
Something
It would have
they
been
don't
better.
have.
It would have been better if you said they should have a team dunk contest.
Man, I can't wait to watch these guys I've never heard of in this
Yeah,
dunk
exactly.
contest.
Hey, I'm not wearing a casual hoodie. I like those guys. All right.
Yo, I was one of those guys.
And you should have got a lot more love, Dale. I'm sorry you didn't.
Like I'm just
You should have been on
saying, they got
ESPN,
that.
bro. You should have been on ESPN, bro. So that's all I'm saying.
I have been many.
Oh, they voted me out, dog. That's crazy.
Light out versus Dale. All right, solo. 1, 2, or 3.
1.
Light out. Name a player nobody considers an all-time great, but for sure is 100%.
But what, like someone that should be considered like a. What do you mean?
Someone that nobody considers an all-time great, but 100% for sure is.
Damn, that's a tough
You
question.
gotta watch basketball to know this. one.
Yo, that's a weird. Like
That
that's
is
tough,
so
like, what?
weird, but that is the greatest question I have ever heard. All right, your
All right.
time starts now. 24 seconds.
This is the easy
So-
question.
So
Yes.
in the interpretation that I understand, someone that I rarely hear being considered an all-time great, and I said this a long time ago in Players Court, is Manu Ginobili. People, people underestimate him a lot when we talk about the dynasty in San Antonio. People never, well, they do give him credit, but he's always never highlighted as a key part of that success, and he's an all-time great.
My bad. Dell, I let him get 5 extra seconds, so you get 5 extra seconds still.
Damn, oh, that was 24.
It was beeping in my ear, but I was trying to do something over in chat.
Gotcha.
So name a player that's an all-time great. That's not an all-time great. That's an all-time great.
Yep. Time started.
I have Manu was good. Yeah, I have no one. This question, everyone I think of is all-time great. Even Manu is all-time great to me. So I just gotta buy. I gotta bow out. I have no one.
5 seconds. Just throw someone out there.
Nope.
Light out.
The question was just too like because Manu's Hall of Fame,
crazy.
so he's an all-time great. So I don't. The question was just too
Yeah,
weird.
it's been 75 seconds, bro.
Question's crazy.
Who wrote that? You, Ron?
75 seconds.
Nah.
That was
That's your
Shaq's
man's.
doing. Light out.
okay.
Winner's circle.
Let's go. My first
Wait,
dub.
light out one?
Light
Yeah.
out one.
Yo, Mickey Mouse player.
Dell got injured in the finals. And I won.
Hey, yo.
Yeah, that was
JD, you
bro,
still got to do the poll though.
No, you don't.
No,
you
I'm
don't
not
at all.
doing
No, bro, they're gonna vote. They're gonna vote me
No
out.
way.
They're
Like,
do the
gonna
poll.
vote me
Do the
out.
poll.
We're
They're
not
gonna-
running the poll.
yeah,
Hell no.
run the
They're gonna do
poll.
some
Oh,
shit.
That was a
I
favorite.
Yo,
That
they're
was a
talking about run the
favorite, bro.
poll. They're trying to.
Yeah, they're trying
Yeah.
to pull some crazy
Nah,
shit.
Run
sorry,
the damn
sorry,
poll.
Shaq.
Run the- Shaq,
Sorry,
with you,
Shaq.
run
I
the poll.
gotta ask Shaq who he thought of because I really
Oh,
I'm
my
thinking
God.
players like CJ McCollum in my brain, like
CJ
those.
was cool.
I mean,
CJ
that's
would've
where
been
you
cool.
have to go. It's
Yeah.
literally
Yeah,
where
but
you
no,
have to go.
all
I would've said
great.
Draymond
That
personally.
would have been a good one. That
No,
CJ.
against, but Manu was an all-time great, but
Yeah.
Right.
it was just You pick CJ now. The
You probably should
question
have
was
picked Cam Thomas, to be honest.
right. I should have picked like
Bro.
Cam Thomas, Blake Griffin.
Blake Griffin would have been nice.
Like,
Blake would have been a
good
decent
pick.
one, though.
Yeah,
Blake
Blake would have
would've
been
been
nice.
James Jones.
No,
Wait.
hell no.
Why
What
not?
about James Jones?
Why not? James Jones
I
was one
guess.
of the best players at his role, I feel like.
He was
Yo.
he's a very good role player, but then you got to say Shane
That,
Battier.
the question should have been best role player. He said an
Karan
all-time
Butler.
great that's not an all-time great that's viewed as an
Exactly.
all-time
It's
great,
got to
that's
be a role
all-time
player.
great.
It
Antoine
literally has to be a
Jameson.
Oh,
role
Rod-
player.
Antoine
Rod-
Jameson would have been solid.
Rod
Yeah,
Strickland.
Antoine Jameson is heat, actually.
And
You
what
guys
about
are
Joe
naming
Johnson?
role players.
What about Joe
Rod
Johnson?
Strickland.
He said name an all-time great that we don't say is an all-time great that is an all-time great.
But you can be
Exactly.
all time and not be a star.
Exactly.
Rod Strickland. That could have won it.
He's not an all-time great though.
Name
He
a
could be
player.
an
Listen.
all-time great.
Name
I
a
d-
player. Name a
Mhm.
player that
Mhm.
nobody considers an all-time great, but
Mhm.
for sure is.
I
None
guess
of
it
those
would
players
be-
that y'all just said
Ooh.
are for sure
LaMarcus
all-time
Aldridge.
greats.
I don't know. I like Anton Jameson.
That-
That answer for that.
LaMarcus
I
Aldridge.
like LaMarcus
Mhm.
Aldridge, but I
Okay.
like LaMarcus Aldridge. That's a solid one. But
Mhm.
Antoine Jameson, no. He's a two-time All-Star?
Does that pick get me back in the game, or am I still out?
Oh my god.
Was that the
man.
last segment?
That was the last segment. We're gonna get up out of here, yo. Thank you, Light Out and Poppy Solo for joining us today. Shout out New Rivals. Anything that you guys want to plug?
New Rivals out 2 times a week. We drop Tuesday morning, Friday morning. We never stop. Light Up might take breaks, but I never do. I live, breathe, eat shit. New Rivals. Poppy Solo on Twitch. New Rivals _ on TikTok. New Rivals Pod on Twitter. I'm everywhere. I am the internet.
All I want to say is that I'm Players Court champ now. So
Yeah.
Hey.
Heat.
So I'm about to go real quick. If y'all want to come through, this is our little shop right here. You feel me? It's my man's right here.
It look fire. I ain't gonna lie.
Definitely come through, bro. Get some
Pull it up
coffee.
when I get out there, Dub.
I'll go to New
Yes, sir.
Jersey
All
right
right,
now.
see you
Love.
weekend.
Yes, sir. Y'all be safe.
All right, like, comment, subscribe, do all the things, man. We appreciate y'all. Thank you for tuning in. Love is love. Del forgot to say it. We'll